What's up? Look who it is. Check out going on, man. Who in here? Chet. What's up, Chet? Tyler in this thing. Brian. Kenny G back. Lamar. Pele. Susie. Susie, I ain't forgot about you. Susie got a story to tell. Y'all don't let me forget to not let Susie forget about story time. So P in this thing. Evil ESPN witness thing. AIH, Rihanna's great grandfather. No, yeah, that's exactly right, Corey. There's no listen. Why Mahomes can do it, but I can't? Why would Mahomes do it? He get the MVP, but when I do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for the ball. Now the annual hairline bazaar. Well, I don't know about that. What y'all got going on, man? What y'all doing? Brian? Blackout drunk? Thanks, Kenny G. Yeah, headband. I'm on a roll, man. Listen, y'all remember when a couple weeks ago, I'm trying to find the game. A couple weeks ago, it came out. It was like Gators are actually like the Gators face mask. Like these covers are actually bad for you. They were like they don't cover anything. Man, those things. I found some. I got them for a song. So they was legit like normally $20 for like I got them for like $5. So I was like, this is sick. These are much cheaper than hats. So thanks, Will. What y'all got going on, man? Hard cider. So P in the Discord. What'd you think? It was good weather here today, wasn't it, Nolan? Didn't like the rain. I feel like it got cloudy. I don't know if it ever rained. Fashion. Hey man, here's the thing. I'd never intend to be late. I really never do. But intent's not impact. Like what happened is I set like the YouTube thing. I set the link that sends out the link to this, the Patreon post to this. Then I usually try, because I don't want any YouTube shenanigans. I try to like restart my computer and my Wi-Fi router. So I got to have a pretty strong connection for like 2 hours. So while I'm doing all that, that's on my, okay, let me go get my session, my sesh. And eventually, like I always forget something. I power up the computer, not the router, not the computer. I don't know. I always forget something. So it's an error of omission. How was that food last night? Nick Daddy was tremendous. Oh, it was magnifique, man. Can I post a picture in here? I think I can post a picture in here. Maybe not. No, it was exquisite all the same. I'm about to crack a drink. I bought this shit. I'm a sucker. I'm put the price label on it. Not even because it's cheap, but because if it's bad, I don't want y'all to yell at me for wasting that much on beer. I'm a sucker for a good bottle. If you design beer bottles, it's really that easy. It's called Grape Gorilla Voodoo Donut. It's a grape gorilla. He got a chain on other people's bones and a beret. I think he's a communist. So this is ale, brew with natural flavors. Out of Oregon, 7.2%. So yeah, Yes, the food last night. I smell like grape juice, guys. So yes, the food last night. Last night, my baby cousin's husband was in town. He drove in because he is on that I'm not really fucking with the airport. Drove in from Houston. He's driving through to Florida. So stopped by. He's staying at one of his frat brothers' friend. So while he's there, he's like, you ever, like, you know, people that just cook, like they just, like, what they know is just cooking. Yeah, the gorillas with the brotherhood. I can't wait for this beer to suck and for me to buy it again. This Miami Louisville game stinks, and Louisville's losing. That's how you know it really stinks. But he came in, it was legitimately, there were 3 kids there and 4 adults. Like, it just 4 adults. Yeah, it was not that many people there. 5 adults. And distance, and this man cooked like for a football team. He, like, if you yesterday when I was going, I found out I was going on Twitch, and I was like, "You need me to bring anything?" And he was like, "Hey, you don't have a propane tank on you, do you?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't." Fucking Boomhauer, no flag. But I was like, I can get a propane tank. But he texted me, he was like, "We found a propane tank." But I got a bottle anyway. Don't ever show up to nobody's house empty-handed. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? No, that's just a clipper. Hey, listen. I think I finally figured Thomas is actually Coach Jason Brown from Netflix Last Chance Street. He had that same response. Yeah, Houston to Atlanta is a hellacious drive. But I don't know. Cookouts are like the best thing ever. And it's really nice when people, like, when you can do these kind of things because the people there are taking the shit seriously. Like, when it legit ain't wasn't like yeah, no, just tell 2 people to tell 2 people. No, there was like 8 people in the house, inside and outside of the house at all times. A horrible drive, dog. Yeah, Coach Jason Brown, man, that guy's a character. You talk about somebody that enjoys fame. But yeah, they got the propane going. Fish was fried. Chicken was grilled, bone in, bone out, hamburgers, sausages, hot dogs. There was so much more chicken left from the grill that they just put the chicken in the fish fry. And guys, I got to say, the chicken fish was fucking magnifique. And he did like a bag of fries because there were kids. I swear to God, because there were kids there, and the kids wanted fries. And when I got there, the host said, "We don't have any sides. So if you came for sides, you're at the wrong place." And I said, "I think the best side to fried fish is more fried fish." And I think right, like from then on there, me and him was good. He offered me like some of the good whiskey. Like, that's why you don't show up to nobody's house. The kid, yes, the children. That man was a verbal abuse. Hey, yeah. Hey, how's that new Last Chance You? I've seen it. You ever know when you get a drink and don't try it, you scared it's gonna be bad. I've had this shit 10 minutes and I ain't even touched it. It's not good. It's all right. It's all right. What kind of drive y'all be doing? What's the longest drive y'all made, man? Longest drive I've ever made was Columbus, Ohio to Macon, which was that was 10. It's like 10. And that was my absolute max. I ain't driving no longer than that, man. I ain't driving no longer than that. And again, that was when I was college me. Now I got about 6 in me. I got about 6. Like I can get to a decent number of cities from here within 6 hours. So I'm all right. But about 6 is all I got. California to Baton Rouge, Christ. Cali to New Jersey, no. New Hampshire to what is wrong with y'all? DC, okay, I could what how long is DC to Chicago, Aaron? I could DC to that don't seem terrible. I could do DC to Chicago, maybe. Nashville to Montana. Why? Well, what's in Montana that ain't in Nashville? Nah, I ain't even got 12 hours in me, boss. I already know. Never done more than 8 years. My parents retired there. Listen, ask a question, you get an answer. That guy from Louisville just got hopped over. I'm not watching this anymore. I won't watch these young men be embarrassed. Oh no, that's just not what I'm going to do. Basketball game, come on, ABC tonight, ESPN, ABC. Cal 34. Hold on. Where in Cali you was at? Oregon? 34? Nah. What? Man, where? Houston, Brazil? Boy, fuck you. No. I will never drive 34 hours. Just south of Oregon? Yeah. That's exactly it. I ain't gonna ask why. I ain't gonna ask why you made that drive. You drive 34 hours. Something keeping you away from the airport. Respect. Because that's a lot of gas money. How much gas? Just tell me that. How much you remember how much gas money it cost you, AC? Oh, this shit is not good. I got some more different beer that I'm gonna drink after that. But I'm not gonna drink it until the game start. Because my mama gonna yell. Hey, she might be in here now. But she might not be listening. My mom be snitching on me. Yes, my sister was at the cookout. And she was like, Mom told me you said I was the worst roommate you ever had on your podcast. I said, that's interesting. So damn, my own mama, it'd be your own mama, man. New York to Arizona for fun. Okay, what kind of fun, AIH? What kind of fun you driving from New York to Arizona for? What you driving from the world? You a Yankees fan driving to see the Diamondbacks? 01 World. You was just a big Luis Gonzalez fan. It was 8. Yeah. That's why I ain't gonna ask you what you was doing, AC. It was 800 to fly, 750 to drive, and I'm almost certain the flight don't take 34 hours. And Killer AC said, I'll save the 50. No, I've got some time. I'll be like, man, listen, I don't have the bricks that we have to kill you, or you had to drive 34 hours. I'm like, how are y'all gonna kill me? Because if y'all just like while we're talking right now, somebody just shoot me in the back of the head, I think we could both square this up. Driven across the country. Nah, your friend is listen, if you went to AIH, respectfully, you insane too. What's the matter? I don't like raw oysters. Listen, so Pete, I don't like no kind of oyster. Don't even just raw. I don't want no oysters on my plate. I say $50 for 7. Oh, and you drove it back? I'm thinking you did it for work, but hopefully that's a yeah. Listen, I had to drive it down, but I can fly me back. I drove it down, you understand, but I can fly me back. But woo, 70 out for a woo, boy, it made me blink a little bit. Damn. We just wanted to do it. We had time. Okay, listen, now you got time. Now you got some time. You can't take candle on the plane. This is true, but I ain't got the listen. Y'all know I'm a man that loves my candle. I can put it down for a flight that's gonna save me a 34-hour drive. If I can't, I don't need to be going nowhere to take me 34 hours to get. I got some demons to get straight. I watch a blank screen before I watch college football, before I watch pro basketball. Arizona got the mid man. I never said which world leader. Which world leader would I post up? No, I thought I did. I think I said it, or I meant to say it in the podcast, or sometime Biden. I have Biden in hell. I have Biden in hell, dude. An elbow up high, them teeth just flying away, man. But nah, Biden without question. My footwork is too supreme. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was Biden. Yeah, mouse, yes. Yeah, nah, he getting cooked. We call him Biden number out like Kyle Corbin. I'm doing this shit. We're at the top of the key. I wipe the bottom of both my shoes with my hand because I know I'm about to cook Biden ass. That's the one where he just like in the textbook, he just like one hand up, he just don't have a chance. That's what kind of cooking we about to get about Biden up out of here. Help. Switch, damn it. Yeah, you dribble back. You just want that runway, man. You just want that runway. You know his center's dropping on the pick and roll coverage. So after you get on the other side of that screen, you got nothing but green grass, man. You can be hitting the paint at 85, 95 miles an hour. And a stutter step like Porzingis put on Rovell. He's stuttering. He's back into the stanchion, man. Back into the stanchion. I mean this in the most pure way. This smells much better than it tastes. And I'll leave it at that. Kamala pull up in them foams and get busy on y'all. Not a word. Thomas is Rosier. Hold on, AC. Wait, so is the 34, is that plus 8? Is it really 42? Or it was supposed to be 26, but it was 34. And hey, you still ain't, man, oh man. That's one of those legit, like, hey, you live in Flagstaff, Arizona. I'll never be here again. I'm in your city. And she was like, hey, all right, have a good time. Okay, all right. I think the park is open. All right. Kamala Dort. I think she can move her feet. Kim Jong. Yeah, see him and Rodman playing a 2 game. The 8 included 34. That stinks, dude. Hey, what's the longest y'all ever drove for some respecting? What's the longest one way you ever drove from some respecting? Ladies too. I ain't saying Susie answer, but I ain't saying Susie can't answer. What's the longest y'all drove one way? I don't want to say. Hey. Yeah, bro, I say he on the road right now. Checking the oh man. 3 hours. 7. Damn, Nolan. Was it worth it? Yeah. 13. Come on now, bro. Louisville to Lexington. Yeah, that ain't bad. I see, bro. Yeah, man. Bronny got to chill, man. Bro, he got to chill. You gotta chill. To Maine, sheesh. 25 minutes. Y'all some liars. I had one. Oh, look at Corey. Oh. Look at Enzo Ferrari bitches over here. Dr. Bitches over here. Speed Racer. I had him drive 4.5 hours for me. 11 hours, Mike? I hate drive. Okay. Yeah, that counts too. That counts too. How you got to tell how long the Uber ride was. The Uber or Lyft ride. 7 hours was not worth it at all. I could have respected locally. Well, what the hell? If you could have respected locally, what the hell you drive 7 hours for? You couldn't have respected locally, or you wasn't driving 7 hours. 2 hours, 45 minutes, Matt. Listen, AI. That's what I was waiting. I was waiting for somebody to say I ain't driving no more than. Once you say that, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Once I drove it 2 hours one way. I drove from here to Warner Robins, which is a little bit past Macon. And it was worth it. It was a good drive. Good drive. That drive back be quick. I drove the 15 from Pensacola. 15 miles? 15 hours? You're not talking plane, right? Oh, Hurricane. Hey. Okay, Hurricane. Let's get into it. How long you flown to do some respecting? Hurricane. Okay, listen. I did forget. This is money talk. If y'all talking Skrilla, how long you fly for a Hurricane? Bistro's with you. You got catfish and put a woman on an Uber. How you get catfish, man? Come on, pal. How you get cat in this era, in this day and time? Come on, man. They're killing me, dog. I would rather watch the pre-game show. Hey, why people keep going to Maria Taylor, man? I feel like she'd be minding her business. Boston. Yeah, Boston to New York. That's a quick flight. Nothing wrong with that. Whacking this thing. How you in the physical mood for that? Was it worth the drive? The 2-hour drive? Yeah, it was, Susan. Yes, it was. I made that drive a couple more times. Court 15 minutes. All right. Best drive was to Statesboro. Oh no, listen. Maybe that is. Oh, actually, I take that back. I take that back. I used to drive Henry County to Statesboro, and that's long. Yeah, so that's the longest. Yeah, now you be driving down past the plantations and shit. Be like, ain't none of my business. Ain't none of my business. You feel amazing, man. You float. You just be floating back like I don't know. I know everybody in here is 14 years old, so nobody remembers Gumby. But Gumby ain't even need no car, bro. Gumby used to just like do like that and just like skate, just literally skate. That's how you skate back home. Like you just be like, I'll send for my car in the morning. I don't want to say that one either. Damn, man, this man flew to Mars. Houston and Boston. That ain't no short flight, man. That ain't no short flight. Drive back from like yeah. You just like just a dog on a windy day, man. Just having a blast. The weather perfect. You got one arm out there. You just slapping the side of the car. You just in every song that come on is your song. Man, oh man, I miss them times. I'm just driving for respect. Y'all remember respect? Y'all remember that? Had a woman fly me from Tennessee to Washington. All right, let's get into that. Okay, on the flip side, what's the longest you ever been flown or been like if somebody paid for your flight or somebody drove to see you? I've been flown to DC. Couple times. Going from LA to somewhere else respectful, like hustling backwards. So if we don't miss on that. Yeah, you don't hear ain't a single bad song on your phone, on your whole Spotify. Oh, this is bad, dude. Yeah, that's senator bitches to you, L Broads. Serving my country. Nah, I was a kept man for a while. DC was all right. Honestly, no one's ever flown me anywhere, Susie. A girl flew you out. Where? Do tell, AIH. Do tell. How to relieve your diarrhea self and simple. Huh? You about to fly one out from Ohio to Cali. Careful, hurricane. Careful, my brother. Just in this climate, just be careful. Literally never. I've been taken out to dinner. Hey, that count. I miss getting taken out to dinner. The girl want me to fly her out with this man. Hey, now hold on, Brendan. Now let's talk about it. Where would this flight be? Like, how come you don't want to do it? What's holding you back? Like, is it the principal? It can't be that you're in here tonight. It can't be. You know what I'm saying? You in the room. You in the room of NBA owners talking about, and it's just that luxury tax. You know, listen. This is the money team over here. It can't be the money. It's got to be the principal. What kind of school where the student makes more money than the principal? That's Gucci, man. Trying to make an LeBron to LA. I got food from Nashville to Miami. Corey just Lexington Steel, man. Corey just dishing out UPS dick just all over the nation. Salute. Florida to Houston. Hey, Florida to Houston, man. Well, yeah, what's the problem, Brendan? I'll just pay my respects when I visit for Christmas. Listen. Respectfully. Christmas is October, November, December. 3 months away. What happened 3 months ago, dog? June? What happened in June? You know how long ago June was? June? Hey, I say you go both, man. Yes, I think Susie's literally the only one. Yes. Yeah, June was 14 years ago, man. You telling I'll see her on Christmas. Bro, she might be married by Christmas. Okay, Jabin, Hobbin, Mark. All right, now you and Susie, one of y'all need to fly each other out. Susie, I respect you putting the bait out there, man. Susie is so good. Susie, I didn't even, and I didn't mean to. I'll step on this little bit of game because I know Susie got some more. But Susie just put it out there. Man, I can't believe I'm the only one that's never been. Wow, you suckers ate it up. Respect. Susie about to have somebody putting their Southwest points, saying, "How do I first class nicking this thing?" We all guys can. Hey, listen. I mean, you can opt out whenever you please. So we're look with the easiest to finesse. How long for our poop in our apartment? I mean, listen. When the mood strike, like, you know what I'm saying? When you know, you'll know, right? It ain't like I'm specifically waiting for a time. Now I will do it, but it's when you know, you know. Susie about to be flowed out. Yeah, Brendan, you better fly that woman out. 3 months ago, she had a boyfriend. So hey, listen, that's exactly right. So if 3 months ago she had a boyfriend, 3 months from now, she might be engaged, dog. If you got the chance, listen, it's times. Okay, where's the damn game, man? Yeah, it's times people are gonna be down bad. They're gonna be like they broke up with somebody, they having a bad weekend, and you can scratch that itch. And this is the only time you can scratch it. Now, if you want to scratch it, you're gonna have to scratch it now. But if you don't, you can't be like, I'll scratch it later, because it might not itch later. If you know what I mean. Thank you. Professional sports. The Oculus Rail Cam, please. No, said no one. Delta only, respect. Susie about to break y'all down. Or might itch for, all right, AC, yeah. AC got that a 34-hour itch. Which is, yeah, I did. I do know that pain. You strike while the iron is hot, with all due respect. Bro, they be talking about Duncan Robinson like it's a great story. He's a really good player. But boy, oh boy, they be talking like, man, oh man. This guy came from he was playing D3 ball. He didn't have any arms until he transferred to Michigan. Yeah, Susie cracking cars in here. That's right up Thomas Alley. Not sure how moral it is. How moral is anything, man? Always go in there and clean up before respecting. Is that weird? No, that ain't weird. We should all be so pleasant. Yeah, you talking about moral. Listen, it ain't your morals that's being put to the test. So not sure how moral it is. Yeah, for her. But that's for her to she a grown woman. I'm letting the hair up, Diggy. You see me? Dog, again, it's great, but boy, oh boy. I mean, it's one of those, it's only so many Heat stories you can tell. Like Jimmy works hard. Bam and Harrell went to Kentucky. Dragic, he's from overseas. Kendrick Nunn, we can't really tell his story. Pat Riley, the Heat culture, they practice really hard. All right, Hurricane. All right, everybody, ban Hurricane real quick. No, let's all just simmer down. Some question. If you were in the Discord, Nolan, that's probably the easiest way to submit them. That's just the way that when I go back and see them, there's a thread in the Discord in the Fun Report stream. And that's where I go when I check for questions. What did Nunn do? Yeah, Nunn. I can't remember. He went to a school and got put out. I can't remember if he went to like a bigger school and got put out, or a smaller school got put out because of some domestic abuse allegations, I guess. So it wasn't. It's one of those. How did this guy get drafted? That's how I got you. And yeah, Duncan Robinson works really hard. Like I don't know. It's just a lot of. I don't even know what stories I want to hear anymore. But I'm just so Duncan Robinson that it'll be somebody else next. I'd rather hear more on how Jay Crowder is just Ray Allen now. After being an average 3-point shooter for about all of his life, he's just Ray Allen now. Podcast is going to give me slander. Don't send the whole thing on answering questions. Okay. Listen, I worked the questions in. Some of that. Listen, I ain't have to have a single question about the Clippers. That pack was going in the air this week, regardless. He was at Illini. That's where it was. Yep, Illinois before Oakland. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what. If you really getting into stories, man, talk about I'm trying to even think stories. I'd rather hear Derrick Jones. How Derrick Jones just turned from this wildly athletic guy who can't shoot. But he gets minutes for the team with the best shooting in the league because he can play zone. I would like to hear more about, we hear about this Heat culture. What does that mean? What does Heat culture mean? They practice really hard. What does that mean? they get in shape. What does, like, you know what I'm saying? What does, okay. Solomon Hill. I'd like to hear about what Solomon Hill does on the bench in the bubble. Myers, I like to hear about who Harrow. You could just talk about like his DMs in the bubble, like anything. You could do anything. How Bam? Yeah, Bam was like poor growing up, poor in North Carolina, and apparently, like he is just a psychotic. If you read, I think it was the Zach Lowe story about Bam. In the practice, they just kept saying stuff Bam couldn't do, and he would just do it and be like, "Yo, fuck you" at Pat Riley, like kick the ball up in the stand. Pat Riley was like, "I love this guy," but I'll say this: if you're gonna talk about Jimmy, I would love, and you know he'll tell it because Jimmy Butler. Be honest, I would love to hear in depth what did you see and what did you not see when you left. Because I gave Jimmy Butler like 4 teams in 4 years. Like, come on. But look, if you get it right, it don't matter. I would love to know individually what did you see? What was your breaking point at each moment? And I think he would tell you. He'd be like, yeah, one time Fred Hoiberg showed up in a blue tie, and I was like, nobody in a blue tie is going to coach me to glory. And I was I've checked out after that. Yeah, dude, Mike Udonis Haslam up. Right, he the one that got the story. Mike Udonis Haslam up. Which convo do I look at? I'm scrolling back a little bit. I'll be in the close personal friends chat. I jump in some of the other ones, but mostly the CPF. Mostly because I feel like I get some in there. They like bad shit going on. Any chance the Celtics figure out to play against his own? Listen, they got a college coach. They better. The plane rides, plane rides with Udonis Haslam and Myers Leonard. Who's the best roller on the team? Jimmy Butler's didn't. Yeah, I've heard that. I know she said she didn't like the way he looked. And again, he don't have to tell us shit, right? He don't tell us. There's something to that, man. So, yeah, that's a rough story. I said the trailer was his phone background. Yeah. And that was his motive. Imagine that. You go from a trailer to literally the dorm for the players. They're treated like professional, like as they should be. As much money as they're making, they should be. I think the Celtics are going to win big. I don't hate the Celtics winning. I don't know about winning by 25, man. I don't know. I pull, Abe Simpson every single time. Ray Fauci song 8.4. I take off 1.6 because I didn't want to like it, but it was catchy. But it was a good song. How guys get mic'd up without the mic falling off mid-game? That I don't know. I mean, I imagine they got like it's all kinds of tape and stuff they got. Like they probably tape it to, I don't know, inside your armband or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got all kind of ways for that. I would love to. If the Oculus Rail Cam, if I'm Oculus, I'm trying to get my name out there. Hey, here's the Oculus Rail Cam. You can hear uncensored, mic'd up. Like you get to look at these terrible camera angles, but you also get to hear what Jimmy Butler said after he blocked that shot. Fauci has a song. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Why show Myers Leonard every time? Because he's such a great teammate. Myers Leonard, he's such a great teammate. The guy was getting some real minutes, and now he's not. But he's a good teammate. I gotta tell you, man, I cannot believe the Heat have just comfortably looked like the best team in the East. Like, comfortably. I will not see heaven, Your Honor. Dragic been busting heads, man. Like, that's what's so fast, like, about Jimmy. Jimmy's killing, but he ain't scoring 35. Like, he don't need everybody to feel like doing their role perfectly almost. And if Dragic, like, if the closer role is just going to go between, like, Dragic and Butler, whoever's got, like, Harrow, Harold handled the ball some down the stretch. Like whoever's got the hot hand, but Jimmy's got like trump card. Like, okay, we need a bucket right now. I'm gonna make something happen. Like they got their shit figured out. And I think the thing in the playoffs you see, like when you adjust, you have to know like exactly what you're adjusting to. Like the Lakers know exactly what they're adjusting to. The Nuggets, right? The Nuggets is like, yeah, no, Murray and Jokic score. Everybody else is here to defend and cut and rebound. That's it. Oh. And I gotta say this. I said it at the time. I didn't want to say it too loud. Listen, of course, if you have the chance to sign Kemba, you sign him. But how much worse would Boston be right now if they still had that open space? Right? And again, this is not taking away from Kemba. But boy, oh boy. Like I feel like the short-term bump they would take would be worth it long-term. Just Brad on the if they get swept. I hate having the game on during Fireside. Listen, bro, I won't make you true. I like this because I mostly don't want to hear the analysis. And if something get good, we can talk about it. I knew I was spying. Listen, ain't no spying evil. I usually jump in there. I usually say my piece. Because I want, ain't no lurking. I want y'all to know I see y'all, and none of y'all are going to heaven. So ain't no lurking. Cook Steve. Yeah, listen. Stephen A. saying that what did he say exactly? That Paul George is in danger of becoming the next Dwight Howard? I think he said, which is just blatantly wrong. He would love to have a career like Dwight Howard. That is a compliment to where Paul George is at right now. I know I'm not. Listen, Susan, I know you're not either. He said, yeah, like Dwight Howard's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Paul George as the best player on your team like they made the conference finals with the Pacers. Like I'll give him that. Dwight made it to the finals. Like Dwight's got more first teams. He's got more first, like all defensive teams, defensive player of the years. Like it just like that was just not a good comparison. I don't know why that was a comparison. That's what I'm saying. Listen, lesser of two evils. Y'all want to hear Jeff Van Gundy talk about how the coach should be allowed to suit up and shoot a 5-point basket once a half? Just kidding. Kemba hit a shot. I think they should have gave him more money. Slick the move. Yeah, like that's where I'm at, man. Like multitasking. I'm usually doing like just sitting and watching a game. That's for the birds, bro. I might be doing some scouting on Madden or NCAA while the game on the computer. Might be doing some like writing while I'm watching, some fireside chatting. You know what I think when they split up Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, honestly, I think they're both better. I think they're both better. Like not like they both go like to A+, but I don't know if it's just like being away. You kind of like you don't have to. You can't rely on your partner just hitting on LeBron James' wife while you yell at coaches. Nothing matters up the third. Yeah, I mean the thing about honestly, none of these games. Like that's kind of where I'm like the first half. Like first half is when I usually be streaming while watching the first half because first half we see it pretty much mean nothing. Even if you up 20 points at halftime, it means nothing. You can come back. So third quarter, I feel like it used to be for playoffs. They'd be like, well, you know, the playoffs and the fourth quarter is only when they start. Now I feel like you got to come out of the gate after halftime because if you down 20, you can still come back, and if you up 20, you can still blow that. With all due respect, Stan Van's great. Stan Van Gundy, like he's like legit, like good analysis. Will call people out. Will not like harp on a thing. He will admit when he's wrong. He's funny. Like he's everything I would want in a broadcaster. He's concise. He don't talk too much. Mark, I am dying for a very safe, but like a low Richter earthquake for Mark Jones to announce again. Mark Jones, I could under my Balenciagas, they were shaking like a leaf, Dorsberg. Booger and Stan Van and everything I hate, man. Like I was listening to like one of the questions, one of the podcasts. I listened. Zach Lowe and Stan Van did a podcast the other day, like really good like X and O's breakdown. And I'm starting to think, I think Zach Lowe might be all right as a third head on TV. I think Zach Lowe could be good. He could be really bad. But it's a third. I'm interested. Like I'd rather hear him like take a crack at it than, bro. Y'all remember Bill Simmons got a shot? Y'all remember Bill Simmons was in the fucking booth for a minute? I miss. Hey, Booger, he's still out here. He just with Berman. But him and Stan Van was legit. Stan Van was basically like, listen, who on? I'll say this. I disagree with Stan Van Gundy. Said he don't trust the Lakers half court offense. He was like, outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I said, stop it right there, Stan Van Gundy. That's the only reason you need to trust the Lakers half court. I don't care what else they have around them. Sorry. Now, if you want to say the shooting, 100%. But the half court, I trust LeBron and AD to figure it out. Sorry. Bill Simmons has been in every 2K for like 4 years. Get whiskers in the booth. I don't know how I would do. I think I would. I'd just ramble. I'd just talk way too much. I'd be Chris Webber. I'd be, as much as I don't even. Excuse me. I don't shit on him too much, but I'd be Chris Webber. I already know that. But I still think as a third head, Chris Webber could be all right too. Bill Simmons being it'd be my dude on the Heat. We'd be playing the Milwaukee Bucks in November, and it's like we've got Bill Simmons here. He's in Milwaukee. And like, this team reminds me of Larry Bird. He's like, I don't know why Bill Simmons is here. Lowe would be, yeah. Like Lowe, he's like, you got to have the right. I won't even call it argumentative, but you have to be like disagree, prove your point without letting it like drag out. Like if Shaq and Chuck, imagine Shaq and Chuck calling a game. They disagree on something in the first quarter. They still yelling about it after the game. I told you that their first quarter foul wouldn't matter. They won by 12, dummy. Radio, yeah. I could do radio baseball. I could, with the play-by-play guy, like just have somebody else to do the play-by-play. It let me just ramble. Just 3 hours of just rambling. I think now that I could do. He's like long fly ball. I'm looking at. I'm like, he only makes $3 million next year. I think they could probably trade him. They could probably get something good. That's what I would do on the show. Yeah, the protest, and that's a long fly ball. Castellanos has smoked another one. The cats can have. Yeah, I would just. I stand over my words like this way too much for like live TV. I think over the course of a game, I'd settle down. But baseball, I don't think I could do football either. Football is just, ooh, did he just lose a tooth? That shit like Kimber or somebody just lost a tooth. Jesus. I couldn't, no, football, you gotta know way too much to even still, like Witten knew what was going on. He was still bad. Marcus Smart or Jaylen Brown, who win that fight? I'm going Jaylen. All right, let me stop before I know he's from Flower Mound. I know. I got it. Ooh, that awful beer. Do I like Tom? I do like Romo. They tune in for the broadcaster. I bet they do. Like it's one of those things. If you had like a broadcaster for a baseball team or like a sport coming up where you listen to, it's more so like you can hear the game anywhere. It's more about hearing like the way they call it, the rhythm of their voice, the way like their diction, their phrases, things like that. So, hey, he's from Flower Mound. I don't want anybody to forget that. Yeah, I like. Y'all don't like Romo? Y'all like Romo? Yes or no? I like. Now I'll say this: the love for him is a lot, but him himself, like actually calling a game, I like him. I like Romo. Yeah, like I feel like that. I feel like that's what I want. Like that's what I'd want. If you're gonna if you're gonna know the X's and O's, tell me. You're so smart. Tell me what's going on. And Romo will. Like I don't mind that. I also think he legitimately likes football. Like when he gets excited for a play, he legitimately likes football. I like that. So I like Booger because I think Booger likes football. But I think Booger and Romo would be a great boo. Booger play by play. And the down is first, and that's the one before second. It's two before third. And Romo will tell you what play they about to run. Joe Buck. I don't. There's the thing, like Joe Buck and Aikman. I don't hate that booth. They're just like as much. They're a C. They're just like as boring a booth, and I think that's the worst thing I can say about a booth, right? Like whether if you liked Booger or Tess and didn't, they were not boring. They were not boring. Aikman and Buck, even on big plays. Like Buck is. If he ain't shaming the crowd, he boring. They don't have to zoom in on every turned ankle, man. I swear they don't. Crowder ain't missed since he left Memphis, dog. Wrong. I'm amazed. Like how is a team not like Romo? Please, we will pay you whatever. Please be our defensive coordinator, dude. Not even offensive, or defense like consultant or something. But I'll say I guess he can't. He couldn't do consult. It'd be a conflict of interest. Like man, do some consulting for us in the playoffs. If you're not calling the game, just come sit with our defense. But okay, they're coming out of this. They like to run this traditionally. Like announcers, analysts that do this stuff, right? They watch all the games. Like Collinsworth, again, whether I disagree or agree ain't so much the point. I know he watching the games. He putting in the eye work. I just want your hey, I ain't got to agree with it, disagree. But if I know you putting in the work, like Pro Football Focus, you don't have to take their word at law. But I know those guys, they have a scale that they adhere to, and they watch the games. He got he ain't getting like 10 million, man. Yeah, you can't offer like consultant money for that. But I do say that on the years that they don't call the Super Bowl, though, because it alternates, I think. What would it be like? Could a team even be like, hey, Tony, just as a consultant, like seriously, as a 1 week consultant, we won't have to tell anybody, man. Just come just come sit with us. We just want to see what you see. I want all the input I can get. I want somebody that watches the game. You're an objective eye. You don't care if I win or lose, right? I just want you to tell me what are we tipping? Are we tipping our runs? Are we trending us? Are we getting too predictable? What are we doing? What are you seeing? Was Cutler ever in the booth? I know he signed and then went back to the Dolphins, but was he ever? I would love to see Cutler in the booth. Well, no, not so much no more. Ain't Cutler? Ain't he? Never mind. Romo got 17 per. Who would you say? What current player would be the best? And what current? Good call. Draymond. Draymond would be, or when he wants to be, if he wants to be like on the booth, like TNT analysis, or if he wants to be an in-game player, Draymond would be really good because he sees the game really well. Yeah, like he's already doing like the analyst stuff, and when that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen him in the game, but yeah, he would be like he not afraid to call people out, right? And it ain't even so much about being argumentative. It's about being, are you willing to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. X is not doing what he's capable of. We need to see more from him. So Draymond, McCollum will be good. Like the thing that the NBA needs for these players only, they need a player to take the the straight man role, like the Ernie role. Because when they got to do these like Greg Anthony or Isaiah Thomas hosts, that's not their best role. So they need, maybe it's Vince Carter. I could see like if McCollum wants to do that, I could see McCollum being a very good, like he's funny. Again, he sees the game well, of course, is willing to, like he can articulate what he sees well. Grant Hill, close personal friend, Grant Hill. Why they hate Draymond, AIH? Why they hate about him? Well, what's the hate about? I mean, I get what there is to hate about him, but I'm saying, is it like they think he was never good? Because some of the stuff they hating on Draymond, like saying like he was never good or he's bad or like, I don't know. I need to see what the takes are. Richard Jefferson is good. Richard Jefferson is good. I think Jay Will's solid too. It's at times he say some wild, but on the whole, I feel like his analysis on the whole is not bad. But a player screwing it, coach, yikes! Too many players retire. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't want you to retire and hate. I don't want you to retire and just only show love and not criticize. And like these coach, like Van Gundy would take a bullet before he would criticize a coach, man. We never said we hate Draymond. We said we keep having them. What is the Kawhi Draymond argument? What's the argument? That they both exist? That Draymond was as good or better than it? Hey, now listen, at their peak, I'll say this. I do think Draymond should have Kawhi's first defensive player of the year. So if we're talking about peak for peak, like peak Kawhi defense right now, if you want to say Draymond ain't that guy no more, Kawhi ain't either. Kawhi's still really good. I mean, when the games count, I think Draymond will still be really good. But no, I think he should definitely have that first one. I remember, I think it was that year, it was, in terms of like ISOs, it was people, like they avoid ISO and Kawhi. Like people, they just don't try. He's like a shutdown cornerback. With Draymond, people try it because you think you can get past him and it just doesn't work. You ISO him a lot and it just doesn't work. Like he's the guy, he gets 10 picks because people try him. They think, okay, like he's short, he's not really that athletic, and he stops you. So I don't think that's a horrible take. I don't think that's a horrible. If we're only defensively, I don't think that's a horrible take. What is it? Kawhi is better than. No, I said Draymond's better than Kawhi and Rod. No, I don't know about all that. Don't whiskey. Oh yeah, I'm a whiskey, bourbon, brown liquor connoisseur. Ron O'Hare. Listen, his brother got thrown out, man. His brother, the barber plug. Hey, you notice how the guy they don't even really get their hair cut no more. Like I don't know what happened with the barber. The guy, they might get a lineup, but they're like, no, don't fade it. No, it's all right. Yeah, it's just shape it up, just touch it up. We doing bullet later, man. I ain't got none. I got some shit in there, but I ain't got no bullet. Basketball players would make amazing, like currently, Giannis. I will let Giannis play quarterback now. Luka he'd get protected. Imagine how much they would talk about Luka, where they talk about like Ryan Tannehill. Zion at DN, tight end, left tackle, right tackle. Draymond at no position because y'all seen that footage. And this Cantor getting some first quarter minutes. Yikes. Hey, listen, Eric Bledsoe he still might be a Pro Bowl cornerback. DB, you telling me Eric Bledsoe couldn't play for the Packers right now? Some nickel DB? That's second team all pro. Marcus Smart is strong. Yeah, Landon Collins. He's better than Landon. Love you, Trilly, but he's actually better than Landon. He's more like Bobby Wagner. Oh, Hayward missing the rim. He's back. That man's back. Yeah, like I've long said, in a different world, Tony Allen is the best cornerback that ever lived. Right, like if you watch the way like Tony, he navigate. I've never seen anybody navigate like just go through a screen like Tony Allen. If you remember the way he used to like, he used to have Durant in hell, man, because they would set a screen to get off him, and Tony Allen would just be like, no. And I legit think Tony Allen would be the best corner. Lou Dort would be a linebacker. Yeah. Lou Dort just reading the play and just cutting through every single hole. I can see Lou Dort, Dante Hightower. They like the same size. LeBron. See, people say that. I've always thought defensive end LeBron is the move. I've always thought defensive end LeBron is the move. Like you put Miami LeBron when he was 6'8", 300 pounds, like Calais Campbell. You put LeBron as the outside end in your 3-4. Just tell him wreak havoc. Come on, man. He'd be like, he still get you 11, 12 sack. Yeah, he'd be Jabril Pepper, Julius. Yeah, the very same North Carolina safety, Julius Peppers. HJ, how do you block that? You don't. Harrow, Dragic, Leonard. He got a team full of Leonard, a lot of quarterbacks. Celtics, not so much. Kemba, he's a good cornerback. Cantor, good tight end. Jaylen Brown, a wide receiver. Tatum, skill position for sure. Wanamaker, he's the smartest guy on that team. They're gonna love him at left guard. He can really dictate the line. Hey, what was LeBron mad about? I saw that LeBron was mad. I'm going to get a different beer. But what was LeBron? I want to talk about that. What was LeBron mad about? All right, what the hell Brian mad about, man? Nothing. Oh, come on, dog. You know, listen. There's not a doubt in my mind Bronny was smoking some heat. There's not a doubt in my mind he was smoking some heat. Some fire. Some fuego. On it, listen, like just who he is, how long he been famous, what school he go to. I got this one I was telling. It's again decent about 420 strain Sweetwater, local to fish, and a 420 strain. It's an ale, you know. But he was absolutely smart. It was gas. He doing that to feed his stand. 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 80 after the game was over. I mean, that's the bone to pick now. That's what I'm saying. You know, you know that you can be trying to hold Bronny on the price. But the thing is, that's the thing. He gets some gas. Now he's still gonna pay way too much for it. He's like, yeah, that'll be $350, big man. Listen, there's some heat, but you pull it up in the King James Bentley. I know you're good for it. Yeah, we got to see Trevor Lawrence fail. He's just too tall. He 15. Listen, I agree 100%. For his sake, I hope the kid's smoking now. I hope it's a mid. I hope it's a mid at best. Right? If it's gas now, I can't. Oof. They're gonna be so down bad in like 10 years. Do I think Bron has ever smoked? Oh, absolutely. I think he's admitted to smoke. Didn't Bron admit to smoking? Like in high school? I think Bron has smoked before. Yeah. I think a good bit of these guys the all season, if nothing else. Some of which probably do. Listen, after the day we find out we ain't making the playoffs and all my tests done, I'm on rehab. It's my shoulder. But we tell you this though, I would not show up to a game high just because now it's one of those. A camera will always be on you. You thinking like by the end of the game I'll be straight, but by the second corner you over like Isaiah Thomas, man. Somebody got the camera right on you. It's got a candle in the beer. Nah, they got one to smell. It's called Mango Kush. That smell like Kush, dog. Yeah, but he's mad about the MVP. Did he really think he was gonna win? Or did he really think they was gonna win? Yeah, what size you wear, big man? Where you getting them from, big man? Your pops. Oh, so you know where to get another pair. Run those. And what are you gonna do? Not run? You know what I mean? Come on. Dad to be a pop's a billionaire. You know they're gonna try, but going the bowl match with Marquis. I know Marquis. You think they made Marcus Morris leave? Like, you know, the Clippers, like they had to leave, but you think they made Marcus Morris leave? I feel like he was like, I'm staying till my brother leave. And they were probably like, okay, sure thing, Mark. Yeah, like guessing for him. He could be. The campaign can be what it is. It's a regular. It's now. I don't know why they announced it this late. I really liked when they announced it during the playoffs. I think it was like the first home game they gave you the award. But for a regular season trophy, Giannis won it. Giannis should have won it. And I think we're seeing like again, that's why I'm surprised. That's why I'm surprised Bron mad about this. I know you want more like his like second MVP hurts because it's only so many seasons you get like to get in that top 2 or 3. And he's Bron's got 4. So his MVP days may be done. So I mean I get it, but you wasn't gonna win this year. Like now, if you get that finals MVP, you throw finals MVP number 4 up there. You want to be oldest MVP? Tell him do it again, coward. Announce it. Yeah, like listen, the picture of Giannis on the plane reading the picture is reading the newspaper is so fire, but it shouldn't be because he just got sent home. Like that should have been if he posted that in between, like right before Milwaukee's first playoff game. That's a fire. Now it's like, yeah, 4 rings, 4 finals MVPs. Now with yeah, they play for the yeah with 3 different teams. Is it? Nobody's ever done 3 finals MVPs. Like Kawhi was trying to become the first. Nobody's like I'm trying to even think. Who having 3 is so rare, man. I don't even know who's got 3. Jordan, Duncan. Yeah, I feel like the guy. If you get 3, you probably with the same team. The Giannis pick was what? Yeah, because he's on the plane home. Yeah, sick, bro. Right now, if that was like his location was like first round of the playoffs or whatever. That's fire. But now, no, I'm going back home to play with my wife and son. Like, they playing this much. Hey, listen, Thomas. I'm only talking to Thomas. They just brought Duncan Robinson from D3 to now he a damn star role player, and the zone is back. You think Butler ain't about to have a couple first rounders? You think Creighton ain't about to? That was only for Thomas. 5 years that Giannis picture is gonna look cool. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we can't even. That's such a fire pick. Named back-to-back MVP. Tagged on my way home. We lost in the second. Got rolled in the second round. When we zig, Syracuse guys. You Brendan see it? But listen. Ooh. Okay. Listen. It's cool, bro. It is September. We should already know this. So I don't find if Bron gets 4. If Bron gets 4, where does this move him all time for you? Because right now I've got him 3. If he gets to 4, I still don't know if I can move him to 2. Kareem was really that dude, man. Okay. Here, tell me where you have him now. And tell me where another Finals MVP would do him. Already at 1. He would, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like some people you already have him. I feel like some people this won't change. Like he's either already 1, 2, or like 3 for you. Now, 2 more before that's getting way ahead of ourselves. But who knows, man? If they pull this off, if next year get back to normal and they just run back a solid team, he really could run up. Like, listen. When you think about Tom Brady's career, bro, Tom Brady had 3 for a minute, right? Like, hold on. Again, it's everybody's famous part. Whiskers, Google things. He's Googling things. 04. So they won 01, 03, 04. Did not win again. Lost twice in the meantime, but did not win again until 14. Then he ran 3 more, right? Like out of nowhere. And that's not to say that nobody could have seen Tom Brady getting another ring, but did anybody see Tom Brady doubling his ring count over the next? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if Bron somehow run up 4, if he get 4 to 5, now let's see. Kareem and Jordan still have more. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more rings, yeah, but I just mean like where do you like in your all-time best player? I'll say 1. Got him at 2, stays at 2. 1, 3, stays at 3. Bro, LeBron is not 3. Where you got Aaron? I'm listening. Like you got higher, lower? Where you got him? Aaron? Let's talk. Bron's 3 and stays at 3. I don't think he can move. I think he can. I just don't know if there's anything he can do this year. But I will say this, like he showed number 2 in MVP. He still got like it's gonna be a year again, maybe next year. That I feel like it shows he still got at least 1 or 2 first team caliber years. 1 or 2 second team, third team. I mean, if he want to shift to small ball center, he can play till he's 50. Hey, listen. That's why The Last Dance came out when it did, Thomas. Jordan was like, hey, wait, they can't forget how cold I am. No, I was really cool. Stay 3. Yeah, that's what I want to. Where's Aaron? Like, where Aaron got him? I'm listening. Jordan, that's what I'm saying. That feel reasonable. LeBron succeeding. So you got him 1. I can't put Bron 1. He's just one of those. Like at the time those guys were playing, they were succeeding in the hardest era at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I've got Jordan 1. I don't think there's anything LeBron can do this year to get past Jordan. That's one of those we're gonna have to run it to the buzzer. I need to see every single accolade because Jordan had a perfect storm. Kareem had, I don't even know why they showed the Clippers taking out. Y'all remember when the Clippers took off their jersey and threw their shit on the ground, and that was their statement? Let me read the damn chat. Jordan Kareem puts me in a box. Listen, Kareem played against, like, it was a big man era back then. Like, look at the big men. And again, the way I look at it, you have to look at the Hall of Fame at the time. Like, look at the Hall of Fame, like, at the time. At the time, all these Elvin Hayes and Artis Gilmore, all these guys was going, like, we don't know their names so much now, but Kareem was doing this stuff against them, all of them. Kareem's only gripe, he's got his only gripe is that Magic, when they were winning, Magic was running up the finals MVPs. Right? Like, they won 5. I think Magic won 3, Kareem won 1, and I think Worthy won 1. I think I got that right. The Last Dance didn't prove it wasn't about proving anything. It was about getting it on the record. Because again, you saw a lot of current NBA players, like 22, 24-year-olds, like, yo, this dude was cold, right? It's one thing to hear, yeah, Jordan's number 1. It's another thing to see it in context. That's what that doc was about. LeBron doing similar numbers in a harder era. Okay, so who's your top 3, Aaron? Listen, Tice is too smart for Kareem Thomas. He uses this up here, not his brawn, his brain. Yes, who's your top 3, Aaron? LeBron's another top player. I don't. Duncan top 5. I agree. I don't know if Steph top 15 yet, but I hear what you're saying. Like, again, I think it's close. I just don't. He won his MVP before he's running up ring. Yeah. Listen, I was gonna say LeBron hasn't. I don't know if anybody has had a run like Kareem in the 70s. Like Kareem from 71 to 80. Only 71 to 80. 2 rings, 6 MVPs. Made the All-Star year every year but 78. Made first team, 74, 76, 77, 72, 80. Was all defense, like retired all-time leader in everything when he retired. So I think he's right behind Kareem. I don't think he's past Kareem yet. LeBron, Jordan, Kareem. See, what's the art? I honestly don't see the argument for. I think the only thing LeBron has over it was the argument I used to always make. I don't think LeBron's better than Jordan. I think it's a thing. If you're drafting a team, you can make an argument to go LeBron because of how he fit, like his size, whatever. But I don't think there's any art that Jordan had a better career, right? Like Jordan was consensus the best player by the time he was like 3rd. Like he consensus the best player of all time by the time he was like 31. I don't think LeBron's the GOAT. Yeah, Luke. Imani Bates. I just don't know if he's got it. You know what I mean? I see it with Jordan making his team better in the same way LeBron did. But here's the thing: when you're as dominant as Jordan, I don't have to make my team better, right? I'm just gonna dominate. I'm gonna like the scoring titles. He was a better defender. Jordan was a better defender than LeBron. I don't think there's any debate there. So yeah, Jordan's 1 for me, and I don't know what it would take for somebody to get him, but it ain't. Yeah, LeBron's super uncool. Hey, Jordan was cool at one point. I don't know if LeBron ever been cool. Like Jordan with those Cavs teams wouldn't have lost. Hey, listen, that's the game though. He didn't. Like I don't. We want to say things was different. They'd be different. Like the only finals I really hold against LeBron is Dallas 2011. That is it. That's the only finals because LeBron's with 3 and 6. That's the only one I look at that he lost and he should have won. That's the only one. You can't hold it against the LeBron. That's fair. That's fair. But again, if Jordan's like, I didn't. Like the teams I had, I made do. We won 3 straight. I took a little time off. We came back and won 3 more straight. Jordan was winning scoring titles and making first team all defenses. Right? Like I don't see the argument for LeBron over him. Not yet. If Bron, now that I agree with Wesley. That's why I said if there's nothing he can do this year, but if Bron gets to 5, it gets interesting. Because I think Bron's case is going to be just overwhelming. Like 40,000 points, 10,000 boards, 10,000 assists, 4 or 5 rings, Finals MVP every single time he won. Jordan dominated, scoring 98 points to Brent. But here's the thing. The team is scoring 98. Jordan scoring 33 of that, dog, and still playing and still playing lockdown defense. Lockdown defense. LeBron doesn't need to be that good on defense because he's going to elevate the offense. Well, that's a cop-out to say that LeBron didn't play first team all because LeBron could have played it. We saw him do it in Miami. That's a cop-out. I don't buy that. Yeah, I don't buy that. Because we saw HGH LeBron, a peak Jordan, not a better defender than peak LeBron. I disagree. Again, this man won Defensive Player of the Year, dog. Like any year he played a full year, he was first team. He was a better now again, LeBron, he'll have the versatility or whatever, but nah. Like transition defense, that shit count too. That should count too. I can't. Look, defense is not. That's if you're making the argument for LeBron over Jordan, defense is not one of the things he gets. Do I think LeBron should have got a defensive? I don't. What year? That was always my argument. What year? Because he wasn't winning none of the ones that Dwight won. Sorry. Like he didn't. Sorry, he didn't. It is what it is. So I don't think he deserved one. He been Defensive Player of the Year as a guard in a big league is absurd. Can I see the Lakers winning this year? But no. Honestly, Jordan, not a chance. Bro, y'all know Rachel Nichols get a vote, right? Y'all remember who she voted for last year? Bron can't get listen, if the Lakers win the championship, no matter how well, AD could average 45 to 15, and LeBron would. I mean, LeBron would have probably 15 assists a game. The year where Mark got it and Mark got second team all defense. Who won? Excuse me, who was first? Was that Dwight first team? Bron could have had Tyson Chandler. Listen, here's the thing though. If we get into shoulda, he didn't. Right? He didn't. Bron's a better passer, there's no doubt, but Jordan was a good passer. LeBron gets a lot of shoulda. Or a lot of hypothetical. Jordan's argument, this is what he did. No, that's what I'm saying, Court. I get it, but I'm saying I asked what year, and I would have to look because if it's I'm trying to see. He made it's a shame. He made first team from 2009 to 2013. Over a career, that's not a better defender than Michael Jordan. Sorry, you decided to play defense for 4 years. Sorry. So 2009. Okay, Dwight. Then we got Tyson. I want to see, the all defensive teams for 11, 12, and 12, 13. I assume everyone is talking amicably in the chat. 12, 13. That was. Oh yeah, that was the Chandler Noah tie. That was gross for first team. And then Mark. So again, I asked what you're not saying that I know it wasn't none the Dwight ones he didn't, but these two, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. Because we doing that, you could probably go why did Jordan not win Defensive Player of the Year when he was averaging 900 steals and 2 blocks a game? These Heat white. I don't know where they're growing them at, Andrew. Look at AK. Hey, AK-47 was locking up, dude. AK-47 would have cooked now as a small ball 5. He shoot like 32% from 3, but if he was a 5, oh man, they would have been lethal. LeBron got more first teams than anybody. Yeah, listen, he's played more than anybody. LeBron's great. Listen, I got him as the 3rd best player of all. Like, I don't. When you say you was like 3rd, there's no way he's 3rd, dog. I thought you were saying like honestly, I thought we was dealing with somebody who's gonna be like, bro, LeBron do not have killer instinct. How do you have him above the top 10? And that's why I brace myself. So, because here's the thing about LeBron having more first teams than anybody. You know who we passed for that? Kobe. And Kobe was never the greatest of all time either. Kobe / Karl Malone. And neither of those guys, like, you know what I'm saying? So that it's a nice thing to have. So, that was Aaron, is that you solo? That's the song? Where y'all got Kobe at? Where's Kobe at all time? So career, he got to be better. Nah, I don't agree with that. Because again, now Jordan like retired, but when he came back, he was winning the first teams, right? So because again, that's the longevity. That's the Emmitt Smith is not the best running back of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kareem. Look, if we playing that, Kareem got the most points by far. Nobody here saying he the GOAT. I feel like hadn't everybody here said he at least 2? Yeah, where y'all got Kobe? Let's not. Hey, Jordan don't want to get into it. Uh-oh. 8 to 5. Come on, Michael. Hey, pick a side, bro. That's too big a range, dog. Too big a range. Top 10, top 15. Hey, don't put no question mark. Hey, listen, wherever you got him is what if you got him. If you got him 1, if you got him 15. I don't even feel like disrespecting. Oh boy, here you. Oh, listen. I know if Aaron got LeBron 1 overall, I know he got Kobe 28th. I know he got. Oh, bro, yeah. Don't even say it, dude. I think I'm checking now. I can never remember. I think I had Kobe 14, but I admittedly, hold up. I've got him 14. Admittedly, if I at some point, and I will maybe for the, I mean, it might be next. Like 75 for 75 years. That's probably too low for Kobe. I think I took short. I took, like, again, same for Jordan. I took for granted those making all defense. Like you see now, it's like people agree Kawhi the best. He making second team because he don't play that much. These guys was going hard every single night, dog. And I give it to again. Like he was the second banana to be the second, but like if Siakam was second banana on 3 straight rings, that's damn good. Uh-oh. Thomas, where you got Kobe? Why, Thomas, where do you have Kobe and why is it first? Yeah, Celtics got Celtics going for, they playing like 2K. So yeah, I'm looking right now. I got him 14, and I'm just looking of the people I've got ahead of him. I just know for a fact, like going back, like I've got Moses Malone 13. I will put Kobe Bryant ahead of Moses Malone. Like again, the totality of 5 ring, even 2 separate ways, the defense all along, the scoring. Like he was scoring 35 a night and playing first team all defense. I would put that above Moses Malone. I've got Durant 12. Now that's when I can't remember. I think this was before the 2nd ring. Because like at peak, I do think Durant was better. And again, I think this is maybe even the Jordan Bron thing, right? Like I think like my argument, I think Jordan's peak was better than anybody. Like he had longevity too. When he retired, 30,000 points was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Iverson said Kobe was too this, and then it's settled. Maybe that's for me. I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't know. That's what I'm saying. Where do you have him personally? 12 feels. That's what I'm saying. Like as I look at it, I got Kobe 15-8. Yeah, see, that's where looking back, and again, it's a thing. Again, like nothing changed, of course, on court. But I did after he passed, I did learn just how well respected he was by more so the older. I knew the young guys looked up to him, but the older guys. And I've put a lot of stuff like what your peers say about you, right? Because like y'all know I used to heat Bill Russell up, right? And then I get to the peer and I'm at some of these events that either Bill Russell is at or his contemporaries are at. And even when he's not there, just like the reverence they have for him, right? So it's like, okay, listen, like same for Elgin Baylor. It's like I'd probably have to relook at how I got Elgin because everybody at the time was like, no, Elgin Baylor was like the coldest. Is one. Listen, that's fair. That's fair because Kobe's he got a touch of everything, right? Kobe got second banana career, first banana career. He got the leading scorer. He's got the longevity. He's got the peaks. He's got the defense. He's got the Olympics. Oh yeah, Olympics. That's also a thing that I would probably bump Kobe up. Like again, if we're considering everything, like the Olympics, he was the top dog, man. Like that shit count. That shit count. And that was at a point where I was like, LeBron's the best player in the NBA. And I don't know if that is untrue, but when it came to Olympics time, when they needed his shit to break down, they went to Kobe. Who's that? Jerry West. Kobe didn't have Jerry West. Horrible. Yeah, it was his worst take. Yeah, nobody else on the team get a touch of anything. All right, so P, we'll holler at you, boss. We'll catch you next time. Boston acting like they want to hold the lead, man. No, my 75 is 75 might have to, because again, like I've got Kobe 14, I got Jerry West 15. Jerry West is going down. He's staying in my top 50, but he's going down. Going down. Kobe going ahead of Moses Malone. Like I got Bill Russell at 11. I would probably I think Kobe was a better player than Bill Russell. Sorry. Like now it's one of those for the time you can't argue like dominance, whatever. But individually to me, I think Kobe Bryant was better. I'd move him up. I got Dr. J 10. I'd probably move him up. Like I've got Shaq 9. That's the point right there. It's like I don't know if I can put him at or any. He ain't going that much higher than that. But no, when I redo, I think I'm gonna do 75 for 75 and do them like maybe 15 at a time. And I don't know. We'll see. Might get. I don't know. Maybe somebody to join me while I make these lists. Hakeem and Will, yeah, while I got my list, my top 10 just while I got the list. Jordan 1, Kareem 2, LeBron 3, Duncan 4, Wilt 5, Magic 6, Bird 7, Hakeem 8, Shaq 9, Dr. J 10. That was my top 10. And again, that's one of those, nothing in the top 3, nothing in the top whatever. Wilt might drop a little bit. Bird and Magic might drop a little bit. Because Magic, another thing, I don't think I've ever realized, or I didn't realize until relatively recently, Magic was in his like prime. I mean, it was the tail end of his prime, but he still had some good, like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like when Braun was like again, they had just made I didn't realize how close it was to them making the finals. I think Magic finished second or third in MVP. So that was like instead of Braun saying he going to LA, he announced he got HIV. Hold on, Susie, if you're still in here, I'd like to hear the story before I forget. Yeah, you take out the range, the defense, the IQ, the heart, the talent, the shot. Shaq gotta be Shaq at low. See, that's it. Like again, I gotta reevaluate because the thing is, it's one of those Shaq most dominant, but Shaq got swept 6 times, dude. Shaq got swept 6 times. I don't think Hakeem got swept. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Bird or Magic, and you can't only play the good team because Shaq played with some really good teams too. I think Kobe's better. Yeah, and that's one I have to look at. Kobe got to be better than Larry. Doctor, yes, Bird. That's one I got to look at because again, Bird won like 3 straight regular season MVPs. Is like I got to put in the Steve Nash, Luka Doncic tax. But 3 straight is impressive. 3 straight is impressive. Yeah, like when Shaq checked out, he checked it, and that's one of those. Okay, you can't play you're the most dominant ever when you get swept 6 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're different status of player. But the thing with LeBron, like, hey, if LeBron losing, he losing in the finals. I don't like has LeBron ever lost in the first round? Seriously, I don't think he's ever lost in like that. That tell me more than honestly the first teams. Be like, okay, if this guy is healthy, I know I'm making it to at least the second round. At least the second round. That's some shit I want to hear. Like over the first teams, because Malone had 11 first teams, and I don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Big country. Oh yeah, that that was a thing. It was the year they won the championship, and Dave was saying that Wade carried the Heat, and that Shaq was. I don't know if he was saying like washed or past his prime, and I was like, I think Shaq finished second in MVP that year. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did. And it was the year, it was like, I think it was Nash's second one. I think when he came back in and read like the playoff stats. And Wade had better playoff stats. And I was like, where did Shaq finish in regular season MVP? And I don't know what he said, or he left, or something. Like, he would. He came back in with them. Yeah, hey, listen, Dwayne Wade was good. Your basketball guy didn't know Dwayne Wade was good. People love pretend. No, that's the thing. Shaq with the Heat was fine. I remember they got rolled by the Bulls though. And Shaq, it's just one of those. Even on the tail end, Shaq was way too gettable on the back end. Because that guy, like with the Suns, he was still giving something, man. Why was that guy that gettable? What the hell going on? Listen, I got Tim Duncan 4, man. People told me that was too high, and I was like, listen, when I reevaluate pretty much everything, pretty much everything but 1 and 2, those are 2 that I feel are locked right now. Though everything else is pretty much up for grabs. Right, like I'm trying to look. But yeah, like I tried to get an old head some respect. They're out of here, dude. Like I tried to look at like level of dominance for the time, and I had like Bob Pettit, George Mikan, Arvydas Sabonis. He'll probably be in there again. Dwight, listen, I had Dwight 44 then, and they talking about some damn Paul George, bro. Duncan, it did like again. They helped for sure, but again, they wouldn't really know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, man, the Spurs keep getting to the finals and getting waxed. No, they wasn't even getting that far. Like Hakeem was taking his lunch. Listen, you're not gonna do it, Aaron. Literally the only knock on Kareem is that he don't have as many. Like the thing for Jordan is 6 finals MVPs. Kareem, I think, got 6 finals and 3 finals MVPs, I think. And a lot of Kareem's is Jerry Rice shit, right? Because like when Kareem retired in 89. Yeah, Kareem retired in 89 with all those records. But by 93, people were like, no, Jordan's the best. Magic Johnson was like, Michael Jordan's the best player ever. Like 9 straight finals. Yeah. And I do agree that the finals record shouldn't be held against him, because it's like, what, you want him to lose in the second round instead of the finals? Like what kind of, like LeBron would be better off if that first Spurs one, if he never made it. And I strongly believe that the first one against the Warriors, if Kyrie or Kevin Love, if he had either one of those guys, Kyrie got hurt after game one, Love had been out. If he had either one, I think they win that series. I really do think they win that series. They weren't winning either one of the Durant ones. There's nothing they could do about that. There was nothing they could do about the Spurs one. They just got rolled, like just absolutely rolled. But the first Spurs one, they shouldn't have been there. They shouldn't have been there. The Heat or the Mavs Heat, that's the only one. That's the only one where it's like you should have won that one, man. Because if he's 4-5 in the finals, with the two Durant ones where it's like nobody fault him for losing those, and then a chance to get 5 now, like that's where it's like, and you punted it because they put Deshaun Stevenson on you. Yeah, I'll say that, Aaron. That's where it's like, what are Jordan and Kareem scabs? Like LeBron scab. I don't even look like 3-6 in the finals. I don't care about that. That Mavericks finals, that was bad. That was bad. I don't know if Jordan got one like that. Kareem, I'd have to do more in-depth research. Kareem didn't have 3 MVP. Hey, listen, you said it, not me. If PJ ain't careful, he's gonna make the first of the Hall of Fame first ballot. Imagine a team with a prime LeBron and Duncan. Like bro, you thought Stockton to Malone would have ran some pick and rolls? Underrate how hard. Yeah, like LeBron getting to the finals and losing again, it turned into a bad thing. Like it's like Brady too. Like he lost to Foles and Manning. Hey, listen, I mean he got there. You know what I'm saying? That boy Drew Brees and Rodgers only been there once, right? I think both of those guys 1-0. Like it's hard to get there. It is hard to get there. So you getting there after you've won, if you get there and lose, I mean, unless you just like shit the bed. And again, that's where I think the Mavericks come in. If you played up to your capabilities, like that's the 4-0 sweep against the Spurs, I don't hold that against LeBron. Bro, these Hulu commercials are so weird. I don't like them. I think that's the, like, again, when you're getting to the GOAT of the GOAT, you got to pick the scab. Should have lost. Yeah, he should have lost. There shouldn't be such a good group with 3-6. Like he either got to get it to 3-7, 4-5. He's losing to 3 guys. Again, that's part of it. Like I will say this: in the Jordan versus LeBron, I think the biggest feather in LeBron's cap, his victory over that 73 win finals is better than any single finals win Jordan had. I do agree with that. I do. Again, not even that that's a take or anything, but I like if you're going like trump card for trump card, scab for scab, I think that's in LeBron's trump card. Yeah, Marino made it to 1. I think his second year, right, and lost, and it was like, yeah, no, he'll be back. Dude, I got a franchise on Madden now. We made it to the Super Bowl and lost, and I was like, we'll be back. We haven't been back. Mahomes, all right. Listen, Patrick Mahomes, I'm not even kidding. Patrick Mahomes is the best football player I've ever seen. He's one of those. I don't need to see the career. I've seen enough. I don't need to see. He don't have to do it for 10 years. I've seen enough. Lamar, no, in all honesty, I think Aaron Donald's the second best football player I've ever seen. Like the gap, it's like it's 2 like defensive linemen or ends or whatever. I guess 3 or 4 total on first team All Pro, and it's like even the gap between Aaron Donald and those guys is so like first team doesn't do justice. Like that's the level of Aaron Donald. If you see when he just like throwing the left guard into the center, into the running back, that's one of those like, listen, I know who made first team. Who was other first team in? Like Daniil Hunter or something, like I don't know, Fletcher Cox, and it's like, listen, Fletcher Cox is amazing, right? Amazing. He's not as good as Aaron Donald. Like there's still a gap between him and Aaron Donald. Mahomes' bias is strong. I don't even know what's the bias, man. That guy's he does things consistently we've never seen, and it's not even like he just has hot highs and lows. He doesn't have lows. It's year 3. That's the amazing part. Like I said, the games he started and finished, he's never had a quarterback rating below 50, which is an average game, and he's never lost by more than 4, which means every game that you have a chance. Like, that's all you could ask for as a quarterback. Every single game. That's like a starting pitcher. Like, hey, man, I'm not saying he's going to strike out all 27, but I'm telling you, he's going to go 8 innings. He's going to give up like 2 runs or less. Like, you're going to have a chance to win every single game. My brother trying to tell you Mahomes and Lamar. No, it's Mahomes, and then it's Mahomes and then everybody else, man. Lamar, and it's not a knock on Lamar. He's just not. Like, come on, man. Lamar with no playoff wins, he ain't tied with nobody. Andy Dalton is who he tied with. Ed Oliver coming, man. Well, that's what I'm saying. What bias, man? That guy's incredible. His bag. That's the thing. He don't have. They're like, man, Patrick Mahomes really underwhelmed. 21 for 28, 296 yards, 2 touchdowns. He fumbled the ball once, but he got that back. Like, he just wasn't himself. Quarterback rating 102. Like, said Breed, nah. Yeah, that would have been lifetime career award. But, hey, man, I haven't watched any of the Bengals. I read an article today that said Joey Burrow keep checking down, man. So he checking down like first year LSU Joey, not second year LSU Joey. Yikes. It was like the numbers look good. He keep his team in it, but it's like his average target downfield is like he checking down, super checking down. I didn't write the article. Checking down. Listen, I think he should take the sack and just make the play, geez. Now, what up, Mikey? I tried to find NFL Network. I couldn't even find it. And that's the thing. I knew the line was going to be young, but I thought it was supposed to be. It's like, yeah, first rounder last year, guy coming back, and it's like, no. So apparently they still stink, huh? Interesting. I'm glad you paid $12 million to Joe Mixon and didn't use him. From apparently what I hear. How has I guess no other like Herbert to nobody else is starting, right? Like, again, that's not to say like I'm not out on. I did just think that was interesting. Like, not even that the numbers aren't there. It's like that the targets aren't there. So it's like, okay, is he knowing I have to get rid of it, or is he playing scared? I could see Cam Newton being on your team. Like, that's the part I do not get, right? The NFL is clearly one of those, like, hey, there's only so few times this guy comes available, right? Like when Peyton had the bum neck, it could have went terrible in Denver, but it's like, hey, man, if it works, you got Peyton Manning, and he's like older than Cam is now. And again, not to say not to compare those guys in like terms of all-time status, but it's like if the only thing that matters is finding somebody with MVP caliber or potential at quarterback, how could you talk yourself into Jared Stidham? Like, of course what do you mean? Of course Cam Newton's starting. They gonna win the division. Like, I told my dude, he said he got Bill. Like, the Bills have the great rest of the team. I just think it's gonna come down to one game, like week 15, 16, 17. Josh Allen's gonna have to make some plays against Belichick, and I trust Belichick there. And even though Josh Allen is a close personal friend. And on the other end, it's going to be like, okay, Cam Newton's got to get one first down to seal the game. I trust Cam to make those plays. Bro, all right, Geezer. All right. Bro, yeah, again, I haven't watched him, so. No slang. I told last year at the Super Bowl when I met Josh Allen, I'm telling y'all, I see how an old ass GM would get suckered in. I see how, because we talk to people all week. We talk to like Levante David. I understand why you don't like that big, but you damn straight you understand. Like, Levante David is not that big, so like after meeting him and seeing how nice he is, it's like that's incredible. It's like, wow, I could really be doing a lot more. Like DeMarcus Ware, I saw Bradley Chubb. Met him, and it was one of those like, okay, yeah, nah, there's. imagine trying to block him going backwards. And Josh Allen is enormous, like bigger than all those guys. He's really nice. He's one of those, like, not even kid, like, looks you in your eye when they're talking to you, and you know Bill Polian eat that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bill Polian, yeah, he just like he'll do something. He'll tell you a story. You make a point. He'll like point at you or some shit like that. McDermott, them old white GMs, he likes us. I was like, I get it. I was like, he's just a nice, cool guy. And when he gets it on the field, he can throw it 70 miles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course you draft him. And he plays the right way. Chet gets it. All right, Geezer. All right, listen, Geezer, respectfully, if you're a Bengals fan, like, this disappointment is not new to you. Like, tuck this in, bro. It's going to get a whole lot worse than this. Yeah. Like, I'll say, like, I think it's getting easier to play quarterback in the sense, like, we're weeding out. Like, we don't, like, it was so funny the Peterman was so bad because we rarely see that kind of bad anymore. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be bad, but their quarterback rating be like 76, 78. So I feel like it's flat. I think it's harder to ascend to that top tier, which is why Mahomes is special, which is why Brady is still a contender. Breeze, all the old guys. But, like, I think it's like 15 quarterbacks in the B tier, man. Peterman, listen, he tall and white. What you mean? Of course he got it. Come on, dog. Yeah, like, it used to be. Like, every team right now, I think, can talk themselves into having either a good starting quarterback or quarterback option, right? Like, if you're the Dolphins, it ain't Fitzpatrick, but you got Tua, right? Back then, boy, it used to be. It's like, no, was JP Losman starting again? Like, again, Sam Bradford went for a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2. Was it 2? Did Sam go for a 2? Brian's sick of it. Hey, Brian, what you think? Who? It's some Bills Mafia here. What y'all think about Josh Allen? Because, again, the thing I do say, he makes plays with his legs, which I like over the course of playoffs. I do think that makes a big difference. It's why one of those, like, if you just have to be able to make plays. It ain't even run for 30 yards, but you have to be able to stay plays. You have to. Carry, yeah, that's why I don't hold that against Moss at all. Okay, who y'all got? Since we just talking goats today. Who's y'all's GOAT wide receiver, man? Who y'all got? Who's the best wide receiver you have ever seen? If the Jets get the number 1 pick, do you take Trevor Lawrence? Yes, because if you get the number 1 pick, whether it was Darnold's fault or not, something went, like, number 1 pick, you was like 2-3 wins bad. Something went wrong, and at that point, it's like, hey, like Rosen and Kyler, if you miss, you miss. Try to, the quicker you move on. Let's see. When did the second half? Looks like, Boston holding. I feel like Miami keeps going on runs, can't really get close. I'm not really like I look up and every time it's like between 8 and 12. Marcus Smart's a really good passer. He's a real, I don't want to go super hot. Like, that would be the lead of my. It'd be the title of my video. I know it's obviously wrong, but I do it to get clicks. Passing is actually the best part of Marcus Smart's game. And all the Celtics fans would get mad and retweet it with, no, he's a defensive player of the year. And that would get me all the impressions that I want. That's just too easy. But Moss, we got Randy, Calvin, Fitzgerald. I don't know about that, man. I think Fitzgerald's been very good for a long time. What T.O. was called, Randy Jean, Randy Moss, Megatron. I hate Marcus Smart. I was scared. No, listen. Hey, listen, Aaron. This is a play. You got whatever your take is. You got to stand, like, again, the LeBron shit. Whatever your take is, stand on it. Stand on it. Owens or Fit. Okay, who y'all got? I like Taylor's question because I go Owens easily. There. like in terms of guys, like Peak, Moss, T.O., Calvin. I think all those guys are comfortably better than Fitzgerald. I go like I think I always say I got Moss number 1. I've got T.O. number 2. I think T.O. was the second best wide receiver of all time. So I think T.O. is right there. And I think Calvin probably third. And depending on the day, you could talk me into Megatron too, because that boy Megatron was unreal, dude. Video game shit. Calvin, but I don't hate it. Like, again, I got him 2 and 3. And again, you asked me to, like, whenever it's Calvin Johnson's birthday, like the Lions will post like a 10-minute mix of Calvin Johnson. I'll be like, nah, he's definitely better than T.O. So ask me on that day. Julio or Megatron? Megatron. You taking who? Yeah. I would take Julio over Fitz. Hopkins, yeah, I think I would. Like, I'm gonna look right now, Googling time. Like, how many first-team All-Pros do you think Larry Fitzgerald has? Like, how many times was he one of the 2 best receivers? I think they picked 2. How many times? I just looked it up. Okay, he's been playing since 04. That boy old, bro. Christ. How many times was he first-team All-Pro? Let's see, Monster, Megatron. That's why, like, Megatron with the longevity, he did it like 9-10 years. That's plenty long enough, right? Like, I don't care about that. I only care about long. If you did it for 3 years, like if Mahomes retired right now, he's still the best player I've ever seen. He's made it 1 time. He's been a first team All-Pro guy 1 time. So I ain't no way that's my GOAT, man. Like, however you feel about it, ain't no way. I know Calvin got more than 1. Calvin got 3. And All-Pros in the NFL are hard to come. Like, it ain't all NBA. All NBA, they be passing them shits out. That's one of the NFL so random. Peyton Hillis got like a first team probably because he randomly rushed for 1,400 yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got one. Like Larry Fitzgerald, he wide receiver Frank, and I'm hoping so. But I hope Fitzgerald gets to the catches. I hope I hope Julio does. I wanted Michael Thomas, and then Michael Thomas kept talking. I just want to get Rice out of the record books, right? Okay. Who's that? There wasn't really much debate. I'm just glad we didn't see any Rice. Who's the best running back y'all have ever seen? I think y'all know my answer. I'm gonna get another beer. Who's the best running back y'all ever seen? Let's see. Who y'all got? Barry. Will Michael Thomas have to be cool again? Stop talking. Just play, man, because that guy's cold. He's really cold. Like, he's really, like, going into last year, I wanted to make all the slant jokes too, but the Saints were on. The Saints are just on a lot here. Like, I mean, I much prefer it. They're much better to watch than the Falcons. So, but no, Michael Thomas is cold. He just got to, please stop talking because that guy is cold. Let's see. LT, Barry, LT, Mike Tolbert, sure. Barry and AP, Barry not close. Can I ever see Marcus Smart making like a third team All NBA? I don't. But it's one of those things. It's a thing. He's appreciated by who he needs to be appreciated. Like, the next time it's time to get paid, he's gonna get paid, and rightfully so. That guy's good, man. See, that guy's good. I didn't want him in Orlando, which is why like I started off. I feel like how you come in on somebody, like you start off good or bad. Orlando was going to draft him, but he didn't, so I was out on him. Then he went back to school, so I was like, okay, neutral again. Then it was like he about to get paid more than he about to get paid like 20 million per, and I was like, no way. Then I think he got like 12 million per, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And now he can shoot. I think he's gotten even better defensively. He can really pass. AP Jonas Gray, yeah, for that one game, he was sick. LT, mine is Barry, man. Barry Sanders is comfortably the best running back I've ever seen, ever. Like he is a guy. Like in a time where it was all running, he was comfortably better than everybody else. Like he did more with less than anybody else. Like there was nobody even like style-wise similar. You can't even like really create him on like a football game. Now, honestly, the second best running back I've ever seen is Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk is because Marshall Faulk, like the shit people like McCaffrey's doing now, and people are going crazy over it. Marshall Faulk just did for like 4 years straight. Tomlinson, I'm third, but it's either Tomlinson or Adrian Peterson for me. I'll go Tomlinson because he was a much better receiver. I go because when Tomlinson was on, man. He's got to be like the best. Tomlinson got to be the best fantasy player of all time, right? Falk had the stiff arm. He was fat. He was one of those legit. Like now, everybody go 5 wide, but back then, bro, when nobody had a nickel cornerback, when Marshall Falk split wide, he was getting covered by Levon Kirkland, bro, like a 280-pound run-stopping linebacker, and he caught 1,000 yards. So I give LT 3. Adrian Peterson was 4 because like pure running, CMC might be better fantasy. But here's the thing: he might be better fantasy, but is the gap is big? Because it feels like when LT was doing numbers, the gap between even him and like Sean Alexander, who was good, won an MVP, was big. Yeah, bro. It's a linebacker out there. He's 6'1" and weighed 285. They play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's like, "Yeah, I got, I got 21. I got 21." Daniel Thompson run the HB angle on his ass. Priest Holmes was cold. I found Ernie Nels. Ricky was good. But I'm trying to think. Like, y'all know, again, y'all notice how, like, nobody's mentioned Emmett yet, and he's the all-time leading rusher. That's why, like, being an all-time lead, I mean, it's a nice feather to have, but, again, Kareem the GOAT, we was just arguing Jordan or LeBron. I don't care who, like, if Barry Sanders would have played one more year, he would have been the GOAT. He just stopped. Right. Like Emmett's got 18-3 on 4.2 yards a carry. Barry Sanders has 1,400 less carries at 5 yards a pop. Like Barry just stopped. AP is like, if AP stays healthy, he might pass Barry this year, next year. Boss man. Uh-oh. Celtics pulling away. Listen, they need to. They better step on him. Hey, listen, Isaac Bruce was that guy, Taylor. Isaac Bruce should have been in the Hall of Fame, man. I'm glad he's in now, but he should have been in there. Emmett is here's the thing. Emmett's not mid. Okay, Susie. Susie, the spotlight is on. Everybody hold your running back talk. Susie, I want to hear this story. Yeah, mom's bad. I'm looking at Edrin James was cold. That's why it hurts me so bad that I had, like, y'all understand that not paying running back, that was a tough pill that I had to swallow, right? That's why I preach it. Now, like, you know what I'm saying? The dude who get out of jail be the strongest second born again Christian. That was me. I was living the bad life. Yeah, oh, I love Edge, man. I love Edgerrin James. He's in my top 5 favorites. Like the thing, like Jim Brown been passed. He's one of those. He gets the reverence, but Jim Brown was running against 202-pound linebackers. I'm looking. Fred Taylor was cold. Like, listen, LaShawn McCoy, if he just wants to Fred Gort, I think LaShawn McCoy could finesse a Hall of Fame spot. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. Like, how old Frank Gore? While Susie typed this live story. Now, AP 35, Frank Gore 37. McCoy 32, and he's got 11,000 yards. 11. Ooh, yikes. Right behind OJ. Ooh. Like, with 1,000 more yards, he jumps from 22 to 17. Right. So if he just wants to be that, listen, I'll knock out 600, 700 yards for you a game. Jim Brown was a great everything player. Edge and Test. What the heck? McCoy could retire. I don't disagree, but he wouldn't make it. There's not, like, he wouldn't make it. He would not make it. But because the thing is now, if Frank Gore retired 5 years ago, there's no chance. And now there's no chance Frank Gore doesn't make the Hall of Fame. He didn't get better. He just kept playing. Right? That's why, yeah, like, how long peak only matters so long. Excuse me, like your running numbers only count for so much, right? Like Hakeem was 40. Kareem, wrong Negro. Kareem was 40, scoring like 11 a game. Like, it was solid, but you know what I'm saying? What that mean to me, you know? Okay, yeah, okay. Anybody want to guess how many first team All-Pro, how many All-Team Pro, any team, how many All-Pros does Frank Gore have? He's been playing since 05. I don't want to. Listen, we would much rather hear your story, Susie. We were just biding our time. Nah, Emmett was cold, man. Again, Emmett a close personal friend too. Emmett was that deal. The only thing that makes me mad about Emmett is that when people say he was better than Barry Sanders, I was like, that's just not true. I just don't think that's true. He took advantage of a great situation, right? But even then, we all talked about our best running back. Nobody had Emmett. Nobody was like, man, oh man. Nobody, because it must not be no Cowboys fans in here. That's what I'm picking up. Because Emmett had 6 All-Pros. Emmett's last All-Pro team was in '96. His last season was with 04 in the Cardinals. What the fuck does that tell me about his career? Like, you know, that's just that he kept wanting to go. That's what I'm saying, man. We talking running backs, bro. Susie, tell this story. Please. I'm a Dallas fan. Respect. I ain't never met an honest Dallas fan. Frank Gore has 1 second-team All-Pro. He has 1 second-team All-Pro. It was in 2006, his 3rd year in the league. He has not made an All-Pro team since 2013. Right? So again, why do I care? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was cold with them San Francisco teams. That was a long time ago. Right? That was 7 seasons. Like, if he just keeps playing, it's cool. But it don't move him up my all-time. There's not a single. He could rush for 20,000 yards. Right? And I wouldn't put him above Marshawn Lynch. I think Marshawn just got 10. Like, sorely disappointing. Yeah, no, yeah. So Cappington. Did she tell it? You got to tell the story, Susan. Susie, they're ranking wrestlers now. Please tell the story, man. Oh my God. Y'all talking. Oh my God. Please. Man, please lie to us, bro. Susie gonna be telling the story like Soldier. Wham, 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 wham. I was busting back. Tag team. Well, listen, I ain't see Harlem Heat's name, so fuck it. Okay, here we go. The story time. Susie telling the story. I'm gonna read it though. So this is Susie Brancaccio. Did I say that right? Brancaccio. Okay, so I moved apartments 2 weeks ago. I met this friend group on a Friday and hooked up with a guy in the group by Sunday. Really classy. Okay, this is the editor's notes. I like it, Susie. I like a woman that knows what she wants. And again, this is judgment free. So again, I'm just waiting for story time. I'm gonna read it, but I gotta get my reading voice. Yep, man. Listen, can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that there was a time folks was like, "Hey, listen, I like you. Everything is cool, but we have to wait 90 days because this book told me to." It's like I said. Listen, Thomas in Sacramento. I know they don't have no type of video editing skills. I'm not worried about that. Okay, we kept texting and flirting that entire week. Then it's Saturday, and shit really hits the fan. Also, this is editor's note. This is me checking in. I'm so mad Susie moved somewhere and got friends in like 2 days. I've been here like 4 years. I don't have any friends. I don't know my neighbor's name. I don't have any fucking friends. Susie moved in on Monday. She getting doing some respecting by Sunday. So I'm hating. Back to Susie. Damn, what it feel like to have the juice, y'all? I'm mad now. I'm gonna laugh my ass. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man, I'm about to boot. Who say I boot suit now? I do want to hear this. Truly no bit. Listen, zero. Uh-oh. Grant Williams got them weak ass Tennessee shoes on, boy. Ugh. Is moving seekers? Mind you, we didn't really hide that we hooked up again because we're adult. That was an editor's note. We were being really flirty in the pool that night. So Susie, trick you out. Grant having a good game. It ain't about him having a good game. It's about him having on those fucking terrible shoes. It's about him going to Tennessee. Right? Like, y'all got to understand. Jamal put Donovan out first round. He put Harrell out second round. Rose didn't make it. Tobias Harris is out. It's only Grant now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, if y'all find a decent friend group, I would love to have a decent friend group and do some respecting. Okay. So now it's Saturday, a week later, and a group of us go out to dinner. It's me, the guy. Oh, Susie naming names. That was the editor's note. It's me, the guy, his friend John, this girl Claire, and Claire's best friend Taylor. Okay, so 5 people. I'm mad at y'all for going out to dinner, Susie. But I know y'all was sitting outside. I know y'all was wearing masks during conversation. And I know y'all tipped 40% to your staff. That seems if I pay for it. Respect. I don't have no fucking friends, man. I'm just mad at Susie now. So as soon as we get together, Claire and Claire and the guys start acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. I wonder why they started acting that way. Susie heartless, man. Claire, yeah, Claire really the bad girl here. Hey, Claire's are bad news. Wow. You know what? I've never met an unattractive Claire, and they all been bad news. All been bad news. I mean, my homies hate Claire. I was gonna say, listen, I would love to get y'all know I'm Trilly two sides. Like when King Scrim had Thomas in the figure four the other day, I let both people get a side of the story. I would love to hear Claire's side. So it's kind of awkward for me because I'm sitting next to this guy, knowing full well we hooked up, as this girl is all over him and he's all over her. Only unattractive. Hey, now relax, Andrew. Relax. If grandma wasn't respectable on her day, your ass wouldn't be here, nigga. I was gonna say, listen, Susie, you're really scaring me, my friend. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, listen, damn, we're gonna get on Andrew for giving his grandma up in a minute. That's worse than the folks. Folks be like, look, my grandma 32 and still got it, and their grandma be like butt naked. But why you saying your grandma up like that? And Andrew said, all contrary. He said she's trash, dude. Why you say that, Andrew? I'm like, all right, PDR. We'll catch you, brother. Susie fell for Fauci. Now, Fauci be like, man, I was on a date with my girl and I seen some old work. But we all had plans to get really fucked up that night. So I was like, it be like that sometimes. Time to do some shots and pretend everything is chill. Hey, that's exactly what I was talking about. I don't even know the end of the story yet. It could be one of those, hey, we was on a break. We was on a break for 48 hours, but we was on a break. You know what I mean? Yeah, grandma knitting Andrew a sweater right now, and some chills just went up her spine. She said, somebody called me beat. This game stinks, bro. Y'all notice how these games are not like the series overall are good. The individual games are not really that good. Right? Like the Clippers series, they got up 3-1 and then blew lead. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was dominate. These games, I don't know. Don't really be good. Come on, Susie trying to get her lives together. I'm trying to get to the T, honey. James Worthy, the coolest dude ever, man. Like here's the level of how good James Worthy was. They could have drafted Dominique Wilkins and didn't, and nobody ever really say shit. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, nah, Worthy was cold. Worthy got caught with 2 prostitutes, and I think he played either that night or the next night. Like the 90s NBA was wild. Update. So after dinner, we go back to John's. John invites some more people. Susie. People who also live in the apartment complex were part of the fantasy football group. And all of a sudden, the guy, I do like how, y'all know, Susie, she still got feelings for him. She gave up everybody's name but his. She said the guy. The guy and Claire start fighting. What jump shot? Yeah, I agree with that, Thomas. I feel like we hear it every single time, and it's like they're saying it, coach. Like, hey, do not foul, do not eat. Like, don't get in his landing space. If you can't contest, you can't contest. You can't do not foul a 3-point shooter. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting also more people getting added to the story. I ain't heard of Mash yet. Susie, you scared me. Okay, so it's like Claire would leave and go in the bedroom. He'd go on the balcony. Claire would come in crying. Claire's friends would go on the balcony and come in crying, etc., etc. Okay, yeah, listen, Susie, that's your time to go. I don't know if you're in the fantasy football group or the complex or you just hanging with the gang. That's my cue to go. When people, personal rule of thumb, when people start crying at a party, I leave. I don't even need to know why they're crying. You start crying at a party, I'm just drinking. Yes, see, that's Susie. That's strike 2 now. That's strike 2. Yeah, somebody started crying. Nobody ever. I ain't never heard it, man. Yeah, nah, they started crying at the store. Crying at the party. They were just so happy. Yeah, no, my old lady just broke out crying at the party. She was just so happy. The pigs in the blanket were delightful. You never cried in the club. Listen, I didn't say in the club. I said at the party, nigga. You're putting words in my mouth. That's not what I said. My 11th grade day. Susie, you should have been home. Susie. So Vince, listen, all right, listen, Susie teasing it, Susie breaking it up. Susie says, so he comes up to me and goes, Susie is typing. So when okay. Now we get into it, Susie. So when did you fuck blank? I do love she's just not giving his name up, man. She'll take that to the grave with her, man. That's a foul. Why did Kendrick Nunn do that? That was stupid. That was stupid. He just fouled Jason. Jason Tatum just had a transition dunk, 2-hand dunk. Like that's the level of no contest there was. Like 1, that's dangerous. 2, that's stupid. 3, that's not a good play. Not a good play. Good pass. That was a really good pass by Hayward. Like Kendrick, he thought he was gonna get that. He ain't do that. He rubbed the back of his head. I guess if that was the other way around, Jason Tatum was like, "Hey man, like I thought I could get Kendrick Nunn's dunk." I was like, "Yeah, I'm much taller than him. I just thought I could get it. My bad." But let's see. At this point, I'm like, "Oh boy." So what you say, Susie? Yeah. So that's when Susie said, "That's when I pulled out the strap and I lit the party up. I'm running from the feds now. I gotta go." We'll look on it. Woman seen for wedding up party with John, Ronnie, Paul, Ricky, and Mike. Like these are not. Hey, I never seen them in the same place. Ain't they both from the Bronx? They're both New York. I'll just say New York. I know they're both from New York. Oh yeah, Susie. Yeah, Susie. Susie said, "I'll let this motherfucker fly, man." This is when you. She said when did who fuck Claire? Huh? When did who huh? Damn. So long. No. Long story short here. Long story long. You just get into the good part. Her friend tells me that's what they've been arguing about the entire night. But her friend also mentions that. Also, this is good. Hey, I don't want Claire in the chat no more. I want this guy in chat. I'll say this, Susie. That does stink. I'm glad this it sounds like you found this out relatively early, right? You're just like, oh, listen, he's just in these streets. You don't need that in your life. But at the same time, you just move into town. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be thirsty because Okay. This nigga a bad guy, and I'm jealous. I mean, I'm hating too, but both can be true. Wait, so how did they? Who told? I'm assuming you didn't told. So who told? I'm assuming he didn't tell. He wouldn't blow up his own spot. So which one of y'all's friend circles are out of the game? Yeah, he belonged to the streets. No, she goes through his phone. Oh, yeah. Damn. I miss a woman going through my ex went through my DMs. We ended up breaking up over it. I miss them days. Don't y'all miss them that somebody loved you enough to just violate your trust? That not going through the phone. Y'all ever went through somebody's phone? I went through somebody's phone exactly one time, and I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found something different, and I was like, this was a horrible idea. This was a bad idea. One time, college, I was young and I was dumb. Listen, you gonna find exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, you're gonna find it, because if you don't, listen, you're gonna look until you. That's the thing. It ain't like, oh well, that wasn't there. Uh oh. So we gotta get y'all some different Abbeys, man. Sometimes I'll be looking for Susie and it just be Thomas ass talking. Okay, so at this point, I'm concerned. So I can find a friend of ours who was there. He tells me this guy isn't dating Claire. He's been so he okay. Nah, he just filthy. Nah, okay. Because if they're not dating, then he don't need to be kissy with her. He leading her on. He made it very clear. Well, then he don't need to be kissy with her in public. That's bad form. Yeah, man, Susie about to move back, man. So where you move from and to, Susie? So we can stay away from your messy ass. You unsending messages. Ooh, messy Brancaccio is what we call her. At this point, John's the protagonist of this story. What up, Bert? I ain't see you sneak in the door, fool. We now okay. John said we hold on. We in the middle of story time, Bert. This why. Hey, Hurricane, you see the mathing? I stand. Yeah, you know what? At first, I was like, "Oh no, Claire Wilding." Now I see. Nah, he was leading her on. He was leading. Nah, he was telling her one thing and doing another. He was leading her on. Yeah. Now Claire was like, "Okay, you told me one thing, but then in public you let me be all over you, or you was all over me, right?" So no, I'm team pro Claire. I'm pro Claire. I'm neutral on John, anti Susie. Sound like a handsome yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta get hit. Hey, you ain't gotta say his name, but I will send him a link to this chat where he can come in and chat with us. I just want some answers. So I decided to go with the group that Claire's not a part of. And this girl, Taylor, Claire's best friend, is like, yeah, you should definitely not come with us. Susan, did you get into a biker gang? This is why I don't have friends. This is why I don't have friends. Imagine having friends, bro. Now listen, Sue, somebody better get shot at the bar. Hey, chill out. That's what I'm waiting to see. Susie, she got to bring this home because it took a turn. I'm waiting for her to bring this home. So I heard you've been fucking another. Okay, see again. Okay, I'm back in. There's about to be some Patrice shit. I gotta make Susie tell me the end of the story first. But let me know if it's like who got shot. Okay, you can tell the story. I can't believe this man got bitches like that. I'm so mad, dog. I don't even know how you. That's what I'm saying. How you even pick up somebody to respect in quarantine, man? Yeah, Susan said, mind you, it was my third day in town. It was 1922, Milwaukee. So basically, all these girls are going around town. Listen, Susie breaking this story up on purpose, man. This is why nobody flying Susie out. Susie, she's a tease. She's a tease. Nah, Susie moved in. Susie ain't even had boxes unpacked and was getting her hair pulled. Respect. I would pay money. Hold somebody's hand at this point. The girl who's at the center of it is your neighbor. This story, yeah, it turns out Susie's little brother was in a wheelchair, and now he's the king. Claire's little brother was in a wheelchair. Yeah, I'm getting worried about the climax of this. Susie, you got to land the plane. We at 2.5. We ain't going too much longer. Susie, you got no pressure, but you got to land the plane. The love triangle. Of course not. Listen, if this man, if he giving out pipe like that, it's never over. just lie to us, man. Tell us somebody dead, man. So listen, Susie, this is strike 3 now. You're making bad decisions. So we all go back to the apartment complex. Okay. And eventually John, what did John do, girl? Because I'm getting upset. We got Susie and Thomas need different Abby. This is absurd. I wish I could have signed y'all Abby. One time. Y'all percent. Listen, hold on. That boy Tom was out of there. Claire and this guy are not dating. She's done this before with an okay. So I think we got to the gist of this. She is clingy. He's playing, but he's not being. I mean, it's not even playing, man. Because if you telling somebody one thing but then doing the other, that ain't even playing. Claire got some. Claire got some commitment issues. Claire's got some commitment issues. This guy has some issues being upfront and honest with people. Basically, she gives everyone in the friend group an ultimatum. It's either her or the other girl at this point. Are we back to Claire being in trouble? Claire might be neutral at this point. Listen, because you just moved, you got the ultimate trump card. I just moved here. I can easily go back to not knowing none of y'all. Right. Like, you own your way. That would have been mine. Again, once they started crying at the party, buddy. This man got, that's what I'm saying, man. Damn, I miss the issues of having too many hoes. Oh. Having any at all. Let's flash. Yeah, please, Susie. Let's flash forward to okay, we at last night now. Yes, Susie's like I'm like, when was this? Yesterday? Susie like, nah, this is 2014. Why do you ask? Yeah, Claire doesn't live in the building. Why y'all entertain? How she keep getting in the building then? Y'all pissing me off now. I know the guy. His grandma died on Sunday. Huh? Did he kill her? Did he Bro, this is the Patrice. Yeah, if y'all ever heard of Patrice, he's like, I make my girl tell the end of the story first. He's like, somebody got shot. He's like, okay, tell the story. He's like, okay. He's like, he's like, my girl be like, okay, so you know Janice, right? I'm like, no. You know Janice. Janice, my friend, she's kind of tall, kind of short. She got the brown hair, but sometimes it's short. Janice. And he's like, okay, Janice got shot. No. But the story, and he's like, oh my God. Tell who got shot, bitch. Who got shot? Kept running in Claire. She knows way too much. Okay, y'all. That's strike 4, Susie. That's strike 4 now. I give everybody, like, it's one of those, you move into a new town, you trying to make some new friends. Hey, cool. Listen, you vibe with somebody. Listen, we are adults. Do what you want. But after this, listen, we too grown for the drama. The guy and me on the rooftop. We're both drinking wine. Susie, you are so dramatic telling this story. You are so you like the ellipses, the breaking this. Susie, you should have been your ass at home. Susie putting the Susie Stephen King. Education reform. Listen, she got us. Yeah, we in a box now. We're this is the aristocrats, dog. This is the aristocrat. Susie is gonna. It's the end of it, and it's gonna be like. And do you know what John told me? John told me that the name of the group is the aristocrat. Also, oh, listen. Oh, stop it, Susie. Listen, we all drunk, so no. You know we all having some fun, Susie. Yeah, she turned like a what a poor meat. Yeah, she. That's exactly like you be listening to a murder mystery podcast. You'd be like, "Oh wait, so did he kill her or not?" And they'd be like, "So did he kill her or not?" And you lean in and be like, "But it started back in August." I'm like, "Oh, did he choke? I mean, did he? What happened?" Okay, here we go. Long story short, this guy apologizes to me about how Claire and her friends acted and explains to me he is not dating her, no plan to commitment to her, etc. And do you know what he told me, Thomas? Hits the add button on Twitch and I walk away. Yo, if y'all missed it yesterday, I figured out the add button on Twitch, but only the poor people see the ads. It's the best thing ever. It's like, and do you know what I told him? I'll tell you after this 180-second ad. We could get by Susie. Susie, that's strike 6 now. Susie. Susie. Let's block to the room. Oh no, I'm thinking of the staircase, not the room. I was like, yeah, and then he got killed by an owl. And do you know who Claire was? She was Barack Obama. That's what I'm saying, Susie. At this point, you listen. If you know he messed around with all these people like that, listen, that's fine. But once you find out, you got to make a choice. And if you can't be kissing them goodbye. So we text all night while he's at Taylor's birthday party. Okay, we're up to today. And then he texts me in the middle of the chat. Okay, so we're in the chat. Susie's about to land the plane. And you left. Yeah, you left the chat for that, bro. You left the game for that, Susie. Man, I thought you was gonna be like, man, do we need to pull up and beat this dude up now? Man, we finna pull up and throw some rocks at your window. Yeah, it sounds like everybody need to be blocked. So you just need to pretend like you never met them, dude. If y'all see each other checking the mail, I don't know. How's it going? Yeah, doing all right. Yeah, we just Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, everybody roasting it, but everybody's still here. Everybody roasting it. But I looked at the number. I was like, people ain't leaving. People, Susie knows she got us by the balls. And it's fairly clear he's asking for a booty call. But he's just trying to decide. So he's trying to decide if he wants to nap. So of course I shout, Susie, you gotta learn to say no. You gotta learn to say no. So of course I shower, I get ready, and he stops responding. So I assume he decided to nap. Respecting your nap. That's exactly right, Corey. Yep. Listen, shitting where you eat in terms of where you live or messing with coworkers. I don't fuck with people I live around or work with. No, sir. Listen, it's 42. Somebody just joined, bro. Somebody says, listen, Susie talking. Susie got us. Susie got us by the balls, dog. She's so I text him and I say, "Well, enjoy your nap. Let me know what you're doing tonight when you get up." You know okay. I don't misrespect. Okay, I don't miss getting them kind of texts. You come back to like some passive aggressive. Well, have a night. I hope you have a good life. I was in the shower. I ain't text you in 27 minutes, man. You talking about? She's gonna leave the chat for respect, and I'll never do. Yeah, listen, you mark my words. I do this every Saturday at 8. I have a whole bunch. It's like let us respect you with us. Let us respect you. Let us rub your feet. Let us put a mink coat on your back. Let us bathe your body. And I say no. I got a fireside chat. Bert Firkins is here. Hold up. Help me out. You get up. She gets out. Who do I run into? He's walking. I'm telling you, Susie. Listen. You know why he's got you all by the ovaries? Because he's telling each and every one of y'all what's going on, and each and every one of y'all is going along. Y'all are enablers, Susie. And I don't want to come down tough on you, but I don't want to see you get yanked, especially not in a pandemic. This is dangerous. Susie, this man is telling you. This man is telling you he is unstable. He is not suitable. You do not need this man in your life. You don't need none of them, honestly. But him, if he want to be with Claire, let him be with. She can have him, dog. She can have him. Because you coming all y'all because this close personal friend, Susie, we can be honest. You coming off thirsty, and I know you're not thirsty. You just moved to town and you got the juice, man. What you mean? What you mean? Don't be kissing this man goodbye. He just texted. Listen. I'm not a number blocker. I don't think I've ever not blocked. Bill collectors. I block those numbers all the time. But like an ex, I don't think I've ever blocked a number, right? But this might be a case where you need to block. So you don't need to know what he texted. I think you could tell him that. But again, we adult. If you want to cut him off, you could cut him off. Yeah, Claire Slick got her man. Listen, I'll tell you who winning. You know who win? You know who really winning? You know who really win? The third chick is Susie, is Claire, and the other girl that he's messing with in the front. She's winning because she out having some fun. She having a blast. She ain't cuffed. That's who having a blast. Yeah, if he texts her right, he texts her right now. I'm up. Susie gonna say, "Got to go." Susie already showered and shaved and put deodorant on. So if he say, again, that's fine with it. But Susan, Susan, they're going to a party together. Y'all the least social distancing motherfuckers I ever seen in my life, Susie. Why do I want to? Listen, it was set up to me like a love triangle story. I say, hell yeah, I want to hear a love triangle story. Susie, it's the last question I'm gonna ask you about it. Are you going to the party? No, listen, no, Susie, this is a love. I don't even know, hectagon. This is not a love triangle. Again, triangle is 3. There are 3 in him. That's 4 that you know about. Susie, Susie said, please give me Rona, man. Susie, I think you should cut this man off. I think not that you asked for a vote, but we all had to wait to the end of this story. Vote. What y'all think Susie should do? What y'all think? I think everybody said what y'all think Susie should do. I think you should cut him, Susie. I don't think it's worth it. You are in a brand new city. Like there's nothing to be. And again, I'll say this. He must be breaking y'all's back. But here's the thing. If you just got to town, and the first time you in town, you hit a home run, you might just be in a good city, right? Bet on yourself, Susie. Susie, you need to cut that boy's vine. Cut his vine. Garber say you with him. Not Susie. I'm telling you, you need to cut this man vine. He got to be putting that good respect on y'all. But this is a brand new city. You don't need it. You don't listen. Cut his vine, get the bread, get the head, and leave. Oh yeah, Susie got to get a dog to walk with. Yeah, Susie be like, okay. Next week, Susie's gonna be like, okay, guys, so I bought a dog. I bought a Cane Corso. I moved to part. I lived in the city for 8 months. The men here suck. Hey, Susie, yeah, no, we know. Listen, Susan, I'm telling you. You being strung along, but if you know you're being strung along, it's because you're letting yourself be strung along. Now, this is tough love, Susie. I wouldn't have remembered to have you tell the story or even let you finish if it wasn't. You're at this to get strung along once. There's no mistake. He strung y'all along a couple times. All along, yeah, a couple times. Susie, you need to cut this man loose. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Mikey. Where's the city with the good men? A lot of red flags, but I'm colorblind. Here's the thing, Susie. Here's the thing. If you colorblind, then when you see a flag, you just gotta assume it's red. Because you don't know it's like, okay, I'm colorblind. Okay. I can't take the chance. It's like, is that a snake? Like, no, it's definitely a snake. Is it a poisonous snake? I don't know. I'm going to assume that it's a poisonous snake. Right? All the poisonous snakes don't have rattles. Right? Like, that's a snake without a rattle. Is that snake poisonous? I don't know. I am going to assume that snake is poisonous. Susie, the medicine tastes bad. But we say this because we want you to get well. And this man, he's living the fucking dream. I'd love to be in this guy's shoes because he's from his point of view, he's clearly made the decision like, listen, I'm rolling the dice out here. So, Susie, let me ask, how old are you? How old are y'all, if you don't mind me asking? I hate dating. Listen, it's not fun. I can't imagine even trying in quarantine, man. My phone never been more charged, dog. 27. Okay, listen. He living life. At 27, I'll probably be doing this too. In his shoes. But I'm telling, you don't have to play this game, Susie. You don't have to play. Or I was gonna say, if you're gonna play the game, then you need to let him. Hey, listen, this is straight up respect. We ain't no holding hands. We ain't walking dogs. You can come over late night and you can get the fuck out, right? Okay, yeah. Here's how this gonna go. She 34. What city you in, Susan? Now, yeah. So you need to let them know we playing my game, your game, or no game, right? You playing Salt Lake City? Christ. You probably shouldn't even be telling us you having sex if you live in Salt Lake City. 34-year-old. I know Claire got some mid grade. Not from I know I get it. You moved there, but yeah. That was for man, I can't even imagine meeting somebody new right now. I get, but here's the thing. If the men are bad there, I don't mean you don't have to keep playing the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ex-Mormon. I bet. Oh, he's back. Oh, yeah. So he having his fun. Listen, hey, you go in the casino, the game, hey, all the games are rigged. You gonna keep playing, yes or no? You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to win. If you keep playing, you lose once or twice, that ain't on you. You keep playing and keep losing, that's on you. Don't play his game, Susie. That's what I'm saying. Susie, she just want her hair pulled a little bit. Don't we all? Don't we all? But it ain't. That's what I'm saying. Ex-Mormon, he trying to catch up. You know who else? I bet you could find you another ex-Mormon trying to catch up, who ain't in this kind of trap. What up, Deshaun? Deshaun in this thing. If he ex-Mormon, you know he got several ex-wives. You know he ain't got no money because you know what I'm saying. His alimony is that boy bringing home 11% of his paycheck every week. This game is. Am I kidding? Like, this game has been so mid, dude. Like, even like I see now, Heat cut it to like 12-13, but it's one of those. This has never really been close. That was a beautiful move by Hero. They're all shit. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even the city. It's men. It ain't the city. Don't blame the city. All right, Maxwell. What's your bone to pick with me? And we getting out of here, man. What's your bone to pick with me, Maxwell? And we get out of here. It's been almost 2 hours and 52 damn minutes. Today, yesterday, we made a game on. I didn't even see the game yet, but looking at it didn't seem like it was a good game. It seemed like the Lakers pretty much ran it. I read Dwight Howard articles today. I was like, oof, glad I missed that one. No, you're not. No, you're not, Maxwell. You got. Maxwell says, so, sin. I was sin. You got 3 messages to spit it out, Maxwell. Man, let's get to the end of the minute. It's been Hey, man, somebody hold Maxwell arm so I can punch him in the belly, dog. Man, somebody just let me. I just want to work the body on. Man, you know what made me realize that? The cookout I went to yesterday, man, it is such an art when somebody's a good storyteller. It is such an art, right? Like when somebody knows like all the art, like in detail, they know just when to leave it. Because Maxwell finna pull this shit out. No, here's the thing. Here's where Susie, here's where you messed up. You're supposed to tell the story where you the protagonist. However the story goes, you're supposed to be the protagonist of the story. You told it you wasn't the protagonist. It's your story. However you tell it, you supposed to be the superhero. You supposed to say, so I had him calling me. He was begging me to rub my feet. He wanted to buy me a coat. That's where Susie messed up. Yeah, Mikey, Dr. Jobs over here. Guys don't call me. Listen, consider yourself blessed. Guys are terrible. Here's the thing. Y'all be like, guys are terrible. But I want guys to call me. Now, listen, if you understand what's going to happen if the guys call you. I'm the worst at the game. Listen, it's not. If everybody loses, it's not a game. Maxwell, you pissing me off. I still haven't seen a gift from you for my engagement. Engagement to you think I'm like, oh, I thought I'm gonna get somebody find the love of their life, and I gotta give them y'all to give me a gift. The fuck? You got each other. What do I got? Give me the blender. Now I got a bone to pick with you, Maxwell. I'm picking upside your head. Vernon Max. That boy Max got he keep the heat on Utah. Just been every day alone. We all do, man. The gift of time. I'm not actively hating, just passively hating. What do you get? Listen. You got me fucked up, Maxwell. You got me fucked up, dude. I thought we was gonna go to 3. We're not going to 3 hours. You find the love of your life. You get married, find your better half, your king, queen, whoever, and I gotta get you a toaster. Go to hell. Go to hell is what I say. Nah, congrats. I'll get you something. Send me the address. Nah, I'm gonna get you a knuckle sandwich. You send me the address. You gonna open the box. It's gonna be bow. Put one on your forehead. Man, that found the love of his life. You make me sick. Well, y'all works out. I hope so, Andrew. She pay your bill. Respect. Listen, Maxwell got it. What the fuck you need me for, man? Listen, they had Stevie Wonder. They didn't need me. What you need me for? Man wants some gifts. This man done won twice and wants some damn gifts. Now I'm hot. I'll be the best man. Listen, I got you. If it's this guy, I won't be. I'll tell you that. If it's this guy, I won't be. But when you start putting Susie number one, and realize this ain't what you need right now, I got you. I just needed kind words. I ain't got them. You came to the wrong place, motherfucker. Ugh. I ain't had a kind word in 6 years. I would love to watch an Eddie Murphy stand up though, like a new one. Just getting 8 points per minute. This shit's over, dude. Do I clean up night? No. I hate dressing up. I hate any sort of dressing. It's like, oh, do I have to tie my shoes? Oh, I gotta tuck the sweat pants drawstrings in my pants. Come on. Oh, stop it, Susan. No, listen, this guy was trying to go to, if the game was good, this game ain't good, man. This game's a wrap. We're going to call this a wrap. Trey, like I said, listen, yeah, I show every tooth of my suit on, Chet. Every suit be Easter pink. But, hey, garbage takes, cool it. Suits of white supremacy. Listen, Deshaun came in late, but he came in hot. Came in 2-1. That's what I'm saying. Listen, one game at a time. This is still very much a series. 2-1 is very much a series now. So Boston did what they're supposed to do. Heat got to protect the home court in game 4. They put the Heat logo on the floor there. So let's fight. Listen, Susie and Garbage. We're going to come in next week. Susie and Garbage takes like, yeah, nah, we've been dating. Both of y'all make me sick. Ugh. No. That's a wrap, though. That is a wrap. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good tomorrow. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Hope y'all get to either get some rest or some nourishment. You get the good word, whatever it is you need. Hopefully Sunday is your day for that. Wear y'all's mask. Stay inside. Don't be going to nobody's apartment parties. Susie went to a party and came back with a triangle. I went to a party. I came back with a plate of fish. So y'all wear y'all's mask. Y'all wash y'all's damn hands. And we will catch y'all next Saturday.